Welcome to Based on a True Story, Volume 6, Tales of the Underworld, where true crime collides with the furry, funny, and fierce world of the Dust Bunny Mafia. This brand new 32-page comic reimagines real mafia legends, Mad Dog Cole, John Gotti, and more, through the eyes of our animal mobsters. Think The Godfather meets Looney Tunes, packed with action, humor, and full-color storytelling.
In the heart of a major city, in a place raised to honor Earth's past protectors, the world will again learn, sometimes, superpowered intrigue doesn't stop at the grave. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 1, beginning crowdfunding Memorial Day 2025.
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to the Madness Entertainment Group's Sunday edition of the Madness Open Drawstream. I'm your co-host, Mr. Levi Skeen. What is an open drawstream? Very simple. It's a place for your art to be seen. If you have the ability to show your art while working, you're more than welcome to join us. Here's my co-host, Mr. Pops Van Zant.
What's up? What's up? Before a whole bunch of artists show up, I want to give you guys a little taste of something we will be showing on the network either tomorrow night or Tuesday night. It's our boys, the Lunatic Fringe, and this is just a little taste, boys and girls. Check it out. I'm going to turn this up for you.
Can't go wrong. This is another fucking pop song.
Yeah. We will be playing this show tomorrow night in its entirety, or Tuesday night. I haven't decided yet.
Very cool.
I will be playing this whole show. That's our boy, Mr. Fringe. You guys seen him on the Fourth Wall interview. Their band, they have a graphic novel as well.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Before we go any further, we want to give a shout out to everybody at home watching us. Pops Van Zant, Big Al Breedy, Hold That Cannibal from Mexico, and the party you know.
Yeah, I just got a shout out in the middle of their show, bro.
That's awesome.
It's a song to make you let it spooky. And all the guys they wanna kill us, we keep it groovy.
All right, that's all you get. That's all you get till tomorrow, Joe.
That's pretty awesome, though.
Dude, they gave me a shout out in the middle of their show. That's freaking awesome. I'm digging it.
That is awesome.
And no, I didn't know that was going to happen right then. That was just timing.
Right. Perfect timing.
Yeah, that's cool as hell. What's up, Doc? The link is over there in that new chat on Facebook and YouTube, the new Drawstream chat, so that you guys, I don't have to send 80 links out, and Levi don't have to send out a bunch of links. We just send it to one place. So there it is. Y'all know how to find us. What's up, Carrie?
Hey, Carrie. Doc, get in here.
Oh, he said he had to go to the art school to let in the plumber. What, you had a pipe burst in the kitchen? That sucks.
Dang.
But it's better than having a pipe burst in the art room, right?
That's true. That is true.
No art was hurt in this flood, right? Right. All right, so we got people watching all over the place. As usual, look, Rumble. Jeez, guys. Every show, we got 50 people watching over there on Rumble.
Very cool.
It's like, maybe not all at once or whatever, but I mean, I go back and I look and it's like, damn, 50 people watch that show. And it's like, say something. Say hi, people.
Hello, Rumble.
Yes, fire up that algorithm over there, man. I don't mind. I want that. Hit it harder, man. Comment. Hit the likes. I mean, come on. We're not doing shit you don't like. I hope these guys are all like doing cool shit. It's kind of why we're here.
I could switch out. It's kind of light. The finishing. Well, I started Galaxy Memorial Park, right? And this is chapter 8, page 1. It's a story called The Lesson. So what it is you have a brother and a sister, and this is Mischief and Malice, and they're like cosmic gypsies, let's just say. And he's the dumb one, she's the smart one, and she's teaching him a lesson right now using flashcards.
Nice.
So yeah. So that's this one's good.
Do you remember I was talking about playing poker?
Yeah.
On that PS4 app?
Yeah.
Poker Club. If anybody wants to go check it out. But I looked at my stats last night because I haven't been doing on this app very long. I've got 13 hours played, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've played 400 hands. I've won 95 of those hands. And then do you remember what I said about winning big and losing little?
Yeah. Yeah,
My
I think
biggest
so.
win was 63,000 chips. My
Nice.
biggest loss was 7,000 chips.
Nice.
You see what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm really good at not chasing hands. I have patience. I slam them when the cards come my way.
Play the long game.
But yeah, and I'm up like 350,000 chips
Nice.
in 13 hours of play.
Right.
I've made final table 6 times. Usually when I get to the final table, I don't care. I'm in the money. I don't care if I win. I get more careless. I just start having fun because I made it to the final table. Fuck it. I'm getting paid.
Right.
I'm getting paid either way. So one of these nights when it's not too late, if I make it to a final table, I'll go ahead and squish it out. But sometimes that final table can last hours because everybody's coming in with 100,000 chips. Like buy-in is only 10 grand, right?
Right.
By the time you get to the final table, you've got over 100,000 chips. And it takes a long time to beat somebody down on that unless they're all playing careless.
Yeah.
I don't care about the trophy. I don't care about winning the tournament so much as I care about making it to the final table and knowing that if this was real money, I'm going home with a paycheck.
Right.
Right?
There's yeah. So there it reminds me of the strategy that I've seen for track and field, where there's a strategy out there for racing. I think it's like hurdles, where like I seen them you do it in hurdles, where it's like once you're guaranteed to move on to the second round, not based on um finish. It's a guarantee to move on to the second round. It's like, why even compete in the first one then? Like you could
Yeah,
literally let everybody gas themselves out on the first one, and when you can come in last, you're going to move into the second round anyway. So just let
I
your
mean, I just want to make it to that final table. That's all.
yeah, yep,
And sometimes, some of them bigger tournaments that last hours and hours. Damn, dude, you've been sitting in the chair for 8 hours to make it to the final table.
right,
I'm happy with that. You know what I mean?
right.
It's like I'm good. I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna go home. What's up, Norm? We got Norm from the Three Beer Men
What's
jumping
up?
over to Rumble to say hi. We appreciate you, brother.
Nice, thank you, thank you.
What we're talking about. We're live right now on Pilled. We are on D Live. We are on Twitch, Twitter. We are on Rumble. We are on YouTube. And yeah, I'm even on Facebook, but I forgot to do any sharing. So it's because I posted the Lunatics Fringe thing on my Facebook, so I didn't really want to. I just want to let that play over there. I didn't want to put something over it. You know what I mean?
Right, push it
And we're
down.
gonna play
Yeah,
it again tomorrow. We're gonna play it tomorrow live on Pilled and on YouTube if they don't slam us. I don't even know. YouTube might even slam us, even if we get permission, because different company is producing it, Gen Labs.
right.
And when I went to them to try to get let them simulcast, they were very no. They were very party of no.
Ugh.
And I was like, all right, well, and then my boys just said, man, just go ahead and down strip it off YouTube and play it later. I'm like, oh, I do that. Because I love those guys. They rock.
Yeah, they
I
do.
wish I'd have known they were doing this. Like before they had already signed up with somebody else. I'd have gone over to Chicago and set that show up for them, for sure.
Right.
But it does look good. It does look like, good stuff. Oh, fucking Zaffo in the pill chat, but not in the stream, bro.
Zeph.
In the pill chat,
hell?
but not in the stream. He's over there dropping his link on Pill, which is smart. You guys drop your links. That's part of why I'm out here as much as I am, is to give you guys opportunities to promote what you do.
Right.
I mean, it's
What
mostly
was it?
what I'm out here,
And what Doc used to say? It's a sad dog that won't wag its own tail.
Yeah, that doc right there. And hey, people, go check out the Meg.tv. Go check out all of our scheduling, our bios for all of our showrunners, links to their stuff, links to all of our stuff, store. It's all over there. The Meg.tv. Just go check it out. Just go check it out. Don't.
My family members make fun of my bio over there.
Yeah?
And then I remind them, I'm like, tell me one thing that's in my bio that's not true. and then they struggle. They struggle with it. They're like, dang, Saf.
I don't think we need to play his is his thing still going? Okay, play his trailer.
Yep. Let me get over there.
I can't find it.
We see you, Zaf. We see you. Where is it?
Did we already remove it because he told us it was over or something?
I think he did. Yes. Okay, Mister. I don't have an intro now. Welcome to the show, Zaf.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? Yeah, it's all good. I have to figure out how I can shut it down on Fund My Comic, because I put it in as a store so that it would be like a no goal type thing.
Right.
But now I can't figure out how to shut it down.
Why would you shut it down? It's a storefront. People just keep buying it. Just print out the ones that are ordered and get on with the fulfillment.
It's set up as a campaign though with tiers. It's not set up like a store. So I would have to change. I would have to go in and rechange the whole setup.
Is there a regular person you've been working with?
There are people that will help you at Fund My Comics.
No, I haven't really been in communication with anybody there. I just kind of past signing up. You know what I'm saying? I've just been the last campaign and this campaign I ran, but the last one I set up. It was different when I set up the first one, his structure, the way it was. Then he added, I forget, he changed the setup. So now I can't shut it down. And it's a store rather than collect everything type campaign. I don't know how to explain it. So now
we know what you're saying. Just hit Luke up, man. Just hit Luke up and say, hey, man, I want to end this thing. It was supposed to be a campaign, not a storefront. Can you help me out? He'll help you out.
Yeah.
Just hit him up.
So that was the only thing. I honestly didn't have time to address it past that because I've been so busy this week.
Part of the reason that I recommend and endorse Fund My Comic is because you do get a human to help you with shit. When you don't get an AI fucking help center. You get a human that'll help you fix shit.
That's not true because I reached out to them and they won't shovel my driveway.
Well, I wouldn't shovel your driveway either, unless that's what I do for a living.
I just had an army of kids come to my house asking if we wanted them to do it, and I would have said yes, but I don't have any physical cash in the house. I was like, sorry, guys.
Oh, bummer.
Comic books.
Do you guys take
comic books, Levi?
Yes, yeah, that would work too. Comic books, maybe.
I got some comics. Y'all want to do it for some comics?
No, they wanted like Bitcoin and shit.
No, don't do that.
Hey, I'm gonna try my best, man. We're gonna try and get. I'm gonna try and get Kaz to set up some Crom coin.
Right, man. All right.
What is the deal with that? You can set up your own coin.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I don't know, but why not? Right?
Think of it like this. I'm not an. Hey, Ghost Pepper. I'm not an expert, but I do have some. Okay, so the Trump coin and the Hawk 2 girl coin. You know how sometimes you see like campaigns will have like a challenge coin.
Yeah.
Right. So technically, think of them like you'll see at collector shows where Trump actually gets put on the face of a quarter or something like that. Okay. And you're like, well, technically it's a quarter, but if you try and took that Trump face quarter to your local convenience store, they wouldn't accept it. So you would have to swap it out, right, to some actual type of currency that store accepts. So it's not really money in the traditional sense versus a regular Bitcoin type deal. Like, those type of coins, those are actually like serviceable, like banks will use them. You can walk into a bank and go, here's my XRP or here's my Ethereum or Bitcoin, and they would do business with you, versus like that specialty coin you'd have to find a dealer first to offhand it to and then retrieve your cash out of it.
It just seems like a step that, like, why? You know what I'm saying?
It's like an alternate cover to your comic books. It might get hot.
Bro, let me have my Crom coin, bro. It's
well, I'm saying you can do it. I'm just saying that there's no,
like the Hawk 2 girl. Like something happened. I'm not familiar with the story, but I know something happened where she's like facing federal prison now.
Yeah, well, that's because she fucking embezzled all the money. You don't create one and then pull all the money out of it.
Is that what she did?
Yeah, I'm not sure what she did.
I don't understand why they would be after her if that's not what she did.
So I don't know what the actual crime was. I know it had to do with.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing you can really do wrong is the only thing that can really be a crime is if you pull the money and nobody can get their fucking return on investment.
Right.
Right.
Well,
that's the thing, right?
It's like a comic book. It's not refundable. You're not going to get your money back from the seller. You'd have to pass it on to somebody else.
Right. And it's like a currency. So I guess anything you do with it that you can't do with money, you can't do with that either.
Kind of, sort of, along the lines. Let's just stick with comic books. The way that you're like, you could treat comic books as currency too, but in order to actually use it in a real quote unquote setting, right? You have to transfer it over to something that the banks accept. And see, right now they're only accepting certain bitcoins and stuff, certain coinage, and they definitely wouldn't accept a Trump coin as they'd be like, no, you need to take that to an exchange and turn it into something else that we do accept. They acknowledge that it has value and it's retaining value and it grew in value, but they're just not acknowledging it as actual coinage, even though it technically looks like a coin and fits every definition of it. So
sons of bitches.
Yeah, it's a thing. I would recommend buying the dip though.
The what?
Cryptocurrency is dipping this week.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. All my money's going out the window.
Yeah.
Although not really. But under Biden, I literally had like $150 overall return on investment.
Right.
And now it's up to like 5,000 return on investment. So
Nice.
I could take a big hit before I go anywhere near where it was.
Right. Edwin, see you back there, bud.
There you go. That's Norm explained it perfectly.
It's yes, there you go. Yeah. Yep.
There's your explanation.
Because there's no longer
no return. Yeah.
No return. There's no exchange on it.
Basically just ripped everybody off is what she did. You know.
Edwin, welcome to the show.
Hey everyone.
What's up, brother?
Chilling.
Edwin, you do a lot of those time lapse things. I need you to send me one specifically to use as your intro. So make me one that's good for Artex intro.
Oh, all right.
All right?
Definitely.
I know you can because you do all that shit. Tomorrow he'll be sending me this intro. Watch.
Well, yeah, here it is.
It'll be ready for Tuesday's show. You watch.
Wait, you do intros?
I do it all.
Yeah, he does it.
Yeah.
It's amazing because when I met Edwin, all I knew about him was that he was a colorist. And an amazing one at that 6 years ago when I met him, just so much better now. But I didn't know he did all this other shit. All this other shit was stuff that I learned over time as I got to know him, that he did the masks and all that kind of stuff. Man, it's crazy what he does. Now he's about to give you some what is it? You got a hair gun out? Oh, here we go.
That looks sick.
Airbrushing?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's about to get to the airbrushing, guys. Look at all the time is something different with this dude. That's what I'm saying.
Is that the Joker?
Yeah.
I tried getting into that as a teenager.
What's up, Doran? Got Doran in the chat. You know,
That started us. This is my first love. I got a job just to buy an airbrush. That was the era. At first I was doing it by hand, just paintbrush on denim jackets and stuff like that. And then elevated to this.
Well, my one brother that recommended it to my parents, he painted cars for a living, and he envisioned me doing the Star Wars vans and shit. He's like, oh yeah, he could be painting murals and shit.
Yeah, the vans and the cars and all that stuff I used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the 90s, I got into airbrushing a little bit for school when I was at SVA, but it was, I'm like an instant gratification type person, dude. And there's a lot of setup, a lot of cleanup. It's like, it's taking me way too long.
They made it a little easier with the top loaders. The little top loaders are easy. You just put what you need, empty it out, do some soap water in there, clean it out, change the next color.
Yeah.
It's a little easier that way compared with the other little bottles, and that was a mess. And if they exploded.
I remember we had to fuck around with like the frisket and all that shit and masking it. What size is that?
This is a cheap master airbrush that I got a whole setup with. It comes with the air compressor and a couple of other badgers, and yeah, it's just a cheap airbrush. Is all about you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You get, when you build up your artistic abilities, you can use, any type of airbrush. When they try to give you all these names with numbers and all that, throws you all off, and it gives you that fear of not getting into it.
Did you ever use that the Koepp marker airbrush? Did you ever see that?
Yeah, it just blows air into your the tip.
Yeah.
Pause.
Was any good?
Minor things. You could do backgrounds, blood spatter, some slight airbrushing like shadows and stuff like that, but nothing else really.
Right.
I just went, when it comes to the Koepp splatter, I've got like a dozen or a half dozen brushes over here. They're all color coded. Like this is the orange brush, this is the blue brush, this is the toothbrush for splatter. And I take the Koepp refills and I just drip it on the brush.
Nice.
Just splatter, just like white out or black or whatever.
What'd you say? You take a handful of green pills?
Yes, I do. Then wash them down with the blue ones.
Nice.
And then everything starts to get all trippy and shit.
That's the way I like it.
That's when the creative process kicks in, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I've told you guys that story about the first guy to ever get a lifetime suspension from a sport based on marijuana.
No, I didn't hear it.
No. So, the first professional athlete to receive a lifetime ban from his sport tested positive for cannabis, and what it was is no, he was a professional dart thrower.
Richard Gillis got fucking kicked out the NBA for weed.
Well, this dude, they figured out because you can use cannabis for what's that nerve disease? Cerebral palsy and shit like that. So it's a nerve deadener. It helps if you got like cystic fibro. If you got that like jitteriness, cannabis will will soften it for you and make you more steady, right? So what they figured was this guy was out in the car smoking a bunch of weed and get his hand all nice and steady. So he had an unfair fucking advantage over the other contestants. But it was like
what happened? He was beating the alcoholic with Parkinson's too easily?
Yes, he was. So it just goes a little bit of like the weed and stuff, like smoking before you do anything artistic could actually just help improve your line work because it steadies your hand. So you could literally say that cannabis is a performance enhancing drug.
Well, if it's helping you with your art, and your art is your livelihood, can you write it off?
Oh, that's a great idea.
See?
It's
a tool of the trade.
Right.
I think it's much more fun intoxicated.
Yeah. We got let's see here. See, Doran, how come you're not in here, man? In here drawing. Then we got Grey Wolf in the chat saying, "Hey y'all, what's up?
Hey,
what's up, Grey Wolf?
What up?"
Then we got Lou Pons. She says, "I have 2 airbrushes, siphon and gravity feed, with a selection of needles and nozzles. I love my airbrushes."
Lou, we made a new group chat over there on Facebook. It's called Madness Comic Network Streams or something, and we added you to it. It's just I'm going to drop the link for the art stream all the time, rather than having to send out a million invites. We invited everybody to join that little group, and we'll put the StreamYard link there.
Brilliant.
Cool. What's up, Glenn? Glenn the Fleming. Glenn.
What's up, dude?
Oh, man. One of the mornings for me.
It's looking really nice, Edwin.
Thank you.
Yeah. Levi still working on the Thor.
Still working on Thor. Slowly but surely.
I did hear from Q. He said he'd probably be late because there's some construction going on there. So, I did not know that Glenn likes airbrushes, to be honest.
I figured Glenn would be a watercolor guy, like his.
He is a watercolor guy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised that he. I did not know he was a fan of airbrushing or did airbrushing. Ooh, okay, cool. Do that work. Tell Sam Pop said, hey.
Killer.
I'm going to I'm going to pop in over there again and see what's happening.
Okay.
On stage over at the Lunatic Fringe show. We're going to, if you guys don't know, these guys are friends of mine. We will be replaying this show tomorrow or Thursday in its entirety. These guys are out here jamming right now, live.
I feel like gambling. What about you guys out there? You got some money on the game?
Nope.
You know me, I'm a blackjack man. But I've always been a gambling man.
That's not mine.
Everywhere, people from last night, pictures and their wives, doing their own thing every night. I know, swear they're right. Never forgive, don't never repent. Oh, doing it wrong, but it feels so good and it feels so sweet. Why play along? Can't you see? For eternity, you never owned me. Can't you see? For eternity,
Yeah,
you never owned me.
that's what it's about.
Yeah, true.
I will play that show in its entirety tomorrow or Tuesday night. Those are my dudes. Carrie, that CD I sent you, this is those guys right here. Yeah, good stuff.
Is he that singer? Is he played in other bands?
I do not know. I just know that Mr. Fringe, you guys know my cameraman when I go to the cons, Brad, that goes with me and does all the camera work for the interviews and stuff.
Okay.
It's his cousin that is in the band, right? So that was kind of how I met them. Yeah, Carrie liked it. So I ended up getting there, I ended up meeting them and they sent me some comps. They sent me a couple books. They sent me a couple CDs, stuff to give away. And I gave some of it away. And of course I kept, one of each for me, obviously. But I've talked to dude and, stuff, but he actually came out on Fourth Wall Interviews in character as Mr. Fringe. And that was the hardest fourth wall interview I've done because I know dude.
Right.
And it was really hard not to just talk about, things we got planned and shit, things we're going to do. But we kept breaking off. We kept breaking the fourth wall to the fifth wall type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But dude is fun. He's great to hang out with. Gonna play a round of golf with him this spring. I guarantee it. We're gonna get together and play some golf.
Yeah, you going to his course or your course?
No, he'll come here and he can visit his cousin that way.
Got you. Home field advantage.
I mean, I don't care where. I like to play golf. I don't care where. It can be on the shittiest course in the world. If I get to go hit the ball, that's a few hours well spent, right?
Right. Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys that I try to look. You can have the worst day playing golf, right? The worst freaking day, but have this one sweet shot, and that's what you leave the course with. That one sweet shot, that one hole that you birdied or whatever. You know what I mean? You leave all them bogeys and shit there, and you leave the course with the good shit you did. Otherwise, next time you come back, you're going to do sorry again.
Gotcha.
Golf is the hardest thing I've ever tried to do. Without a doubt.
But it's very fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I love it.
I've been playing since I was 14.
See, I didn't even start till I was like 28. Dude.
Yeah, my mother's side, my grandfather, my uncle, they all played. So I was out there early with them.
See, I love to golf. And when I was younger and playing regularly, I was about an 11 handicap. You know, I wasn't never great, but hey, if I could afford to hit 1,000 balls a day and play 2 rounds a day, yeah, I could be really good too. Fucking golf ain't cheap, yo.
No, it's a rich man sport.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's like,
I mean, everybody plays it. It's just they call it a rich man sport just because, like you said, everything's expensive.
Yeah. If you want to be good at it, you have to do it a lot, and to do it a lot, it costs a lot of money.
The cheapest
you guys
thing,
remember that?
That
TV show where it was like where they were bidding on the storage units that everybody fucking let go.
Oh
yeah.
That was the big thing, man. When they seen a storage unit that had golf clubs in it, it meant that there was a higher priced items in there because golf meant a bigger income.
They had money. Yeah.
They had money, so therefore more good shit in this locker than anywhere else.
That's funny because what if they were Kmart clubs?
Yeah, I was gonna say if they went to mine, they would have been wrong.
Right.
Not everybody who golfs can afford the good stuff. I was really lucky. I lived in Phoenix, right? And you go to Sun City on the weekend in the yard sales, the spring and fall, the yard sale season, and you can get all kinds of cool shit in Sun City because all the old people, right? Well, this little old lady's husband died, and that beautiful 63 Nova growing to the ground on the side of the house is just waiting for somebody to come up, knock on the door and say, "Hey, you want to sell that?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That is Sun City. That's what what it's about. So I got a set of golf clubs, right? I go into this yard sale and there's a beautiful set of pink golf clubs. And now this is back in the 90s. So beautiful set of pink clubs. They were Karsten Eyes, which were the first set of production model pings that came out on the market, okay, in the late 60s or early 70s. So they're already 20-year-old clubs, but they're beautiful and they're pings and they're like, dude wants $30 for the little old lady wants $30 for the bag.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get these pings for $30, right? Nice golf bag, ping clubs, $30. I get home, I pull the putter out. It's a Scottsdale ping putter, which means it was made in Karsten's garage before he ever had a company in Phoenix.
Dang.
I played with that thing. I used it for like 4 or 5 years, and I sold it for $1,100.
Wow.
I got the bag of clubs for $30, and I still have the pink clubs. I still have them.
And if you had sold those to a professional that uses ping, you probably would have made like $1 million on it.
Well, no, I mean I had people offering to buy the putter from me right off the golf course all the time.
Yeah.
People trying to give me money for it. And eventually, I put it on eBay and I got $1,100 for it. But the best live bid from anybody I ever got was like 6. So putting it on eBay was a better plan. That was back when I thought eBay was cool. before they started ripping everybody off for everything.
Snipe. Ah.
I mean, they didn't charge me $1,200 to make $1,100.
Wow.
Like the last time I used eBay, where they charged me $50 to make 40.
Damn.
Carrie just gave us an image of you that we're going to try and forget now.
That's why I left it up there.
I showed her a picture of me in my golf outfit. I don't wear no damn checkered jumper shit. What the hell, man? That's you English people. That's you English people that dress funny for golf.
That was the Scots. Didn't the Scots invent golf?
It doesn't matter. It's somewhere over there.
Right.
My favorite comedy skit of all times is Robin Williams doing the invention of golf.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that?
I probably have, but go ahead.
You got to look it up. It's hysterical.
Is it on YouTube?
Oh, yeah, you can find it. Just Robin Williams golf skit.
Is actual facts, or he just made fun of it?
No, he's making fun of what it must have been like when they invented golf.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And it's he doesn't exactly say it, but it sounds like he's depicting like 2 Scottish guys drunk at a bar coming up with the idea.
That's gotta be cool.
Okay, here we go. It's 5 minutes long. You want to watch it?
It'll be worth it.
I wonder if it's like it's on YouTube. Are they gonna strike us? Are they gonna be dicks?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if I should play the Facebook version or the YouTube version.
Do they strike you for playing something they already have on?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
That's fucking gay.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got. Play through the ad.
Just pause it a couple of times. You should be fine, right?
Now, personally, Robin and George Carlin and Richard Pryor are my 3 favorite comedians.
Oh my goodness, dude!
Oh yeah, George Carlin's hysterical.
Richard Pryor, friend with the pet monkey.
Yes, yeah.
That one's freaking hilarious.
The monkey fucking. Damn, Rich, I was gonna eat him too. That monkey.
Yeah. It felt like a wet Q-tip. Little monkey stuck his dick in my ear. Felt like a wet Q-tip.
Yeah. Damn, Rich, I was gonna eat him too.
I was gonna eat him too.
Dog got bummed out. All right, here we go. Add to stage. Find the right thing. Unmute and hit play.
Did you hope? That was great.
If you're looking
That was it.
Nice.
Yeah.
The manly sport of golf.
18 fucking times.
You know,
Terry
do this
says,
one time.
how
Fuck
close
no.
to complete? Christian,
Yo,
Gary wants to know. How close?
it's Kerry. It's done. I'm actually just waiting for someone to look at it one last time, make sure everything, all the, T's are crossed and I's are dotted, and then it's going to go to print. So it's done. That's why I was trying to take down the Fund My Comic. I'm actually already have the first 5 pages are getting colored for the next book already. So
Nice.
because as soon as I get this fulfilled, I want to go up with the next campaign. So yep, it's once it gets to the printer, it's just a matter of how long it takes them to get it back to me. I have to use like 3 different printers. The main book and everything is getting done by Comics Wellspring, like I've been using.
Right.
However, they stopped doing cards, so I have to find someone to do cards. There's a couple of places I have. I'm going to price them out. And then there's the metal covers. There's 2 places I got to see which one is going to give me a better deal on them for the amount I need. And that's it. Then, so once I get all that stuff back. But anyone that just ordered the book, once I get those back from Wellsprings, I can ship those out right away. The PDF, the digital, I'll start sending that out probably towards before next weekend or next weekend the latest. I'll have those ready to go out. Because once I get them back, then I just have to get everybody's information off the sites and start sending them out. I'll send an update out once I'm doing that.
Cool.
It really took a long time and I didn't want this one to take a long time because I know the first one did, but I kind of had an hiccup when it came to coloring the colorists. So I'm pretty sure I took care of that for the next one.
Did you hear that, Edwin?
It's all right. It's all right.
Yep. We know Kerry. Everything he does. I guess I had to just like Edwin, dude, I'm talking to you. I don't know where you put it, dude. I don't know.
Oh, I just looked up and I thought Edwin decided to start cleaning his life.
I was just like, hey, yo, look, I think we need to just start calling Edwin the co-creator of Crom. Since he's the one that created the visual. And then the rest of us just kind of created who he is into the universe around him.
Yes.
So it's like Pops and Edwin, co-creators of Crom. There you go. That way I don't have to sit and explain it all the time. Well, he's the one that drew him first, but we made everything around him that made him who he is, right?
Right.
That way I don't have to explain it. It's just co-creators.
He's the face. He's the face. He's the Biden.
Well, I mean, he was a product of his environment. You know, I mean, we put him on the banner of the madness right away. He won your art won the contest as the banner, the logo for the madness, and it kind of just took on a life of his own after that.
Yeah,
started drawing him. People started wanting. Okay, then it was like, well, he's got to have a name, and then we had to name him, and then I mean, it just kept like snowballing downhill.
Yeah, that's the trick to things,
Edwin, what are you using right now?
Carrie wants to know.
I'm going to use a mixed media on this. This is regular Koepp fine tip yellow. I'm also going to use some paintbrush on it, and I'm going to put every mixed media on this to see if I can make it ridiculously pop.
What
with a coat.
Are you working on paper or are you working on canvas? What are you working on?
Canvas.
Canvas. Gotcha.
Oh, I just did this last night. This took like maybe 30 minutes.
Nice.
Dude. He says this took like 30 minutes.
Yeah. It's fairly simple. Look who he is.
Yeah.
It's kind of backwards on the screen at the moment.
It's fucking awesome, bro.
Dude.
30 minutes.
It looks backwards to me on screen.
Who's that, Gacy?
No, this is the Terrifier. He's the new icon for her.
Carrie said we cannot go off the air until you finish that piece.
Really?
She said we cannot finish the Drawstream till Artex finishes this piece.
Oh, wow.
He's like, I didn't plan on being here for 8 more hours, but
Hey,
in 20 minutes, he's going to be like, oh, I think I have a problem with my internet.
It's going down. It's going down.
That's definitely getting a shh, Chris.
And Carrie has another inboxing coming soon, so you all know. Unboxing, I mean, not inboxing. Unboxing coming soon.
Kung Fu boxing.
She has something to show off. Yes, she does. She says, I have needs, Pop. I'm going to see it completed.
Darn. Put me foot in me mouth.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't get it done today, we can always finish it on Tuesday. Over on Pilled, where we do an exclusive Drawstream just for our friends over there.
Hey, Carrie's missed the last couple of Tuesdays, it seems like.
I know, huh? I was wondering, Levi, do you think we should make the Saturday one Rumble exclusive?
That would definitely force everybody to go over there and talk to us there, for sure. I don't know. We could do it one week.
Try it out, see what happens.
Yeah, wouldn't hurt. It's kind of weird that we get 50 views over there and nobody says nothing.
On everything, I was looking, man. You look back at like the last couple of weeks, and everything is 40 plus views. Every show, no matter what it is. You know, some of them as many as 100 views, and I only have 51 followers.
Right. Well, I've told you before, it's not the first time that this has come up. I've heard other people on other streams talking about the Rumble numbers picking up.
Well, I was talking to another friend of mine last night who said his Rumble stock
Really
skyrocketing. So
weird.
I sent Kaz a little message about maybe monetizing on Rumble. You know,
Yeah.
give them an exclusive show too. You hear that, Rumble people? Give you an exclusive show of your own. Yeah. She said, "No Rumble, I have too many passwords."
Yeah. I was actually thinking the same thing.
When it comes to shit like that, I mean, whatever they generate, just save it. Who cares? Somebody's gonna hack that shit, and they're gonna have all our info on everything anyway. You know, isn't that what happened to PlayStation yesterday, day before yesterday?
Oh fuck! Did they get hacked?
I don't know.
Again?
It was down for like 18 hours.
It's funny. That was the first day in like 3 weeks that I haven't gone on just to check on stuff. And they were, someone told me, they were like, "Oh, did you know it was down?" I was like, "No."
I'm out here going, okay, 18 hours. I think you got everybody's info now. Can you turn this shit back on so we can play?
I think that explains why my bank account's empty.
You see? Yeah, I mean, your passwords ain't no. If they want to hack your shit, they're gonna hack your shit, guys. You don't have no control of it. We used to have control of our computers, but we don't anymore. You know, back in the command line days, yeah, we had control.
Oh my goodness, dude, that's like flashing back to 7th grade fucking computer class right there. Load in the DOS.
Yeah. Exactly, load in the DOS. But you had control of your computer that nobody else did.
Yeah, it's because it wasn't connected.
That's why DOS disappeared.
Remember that, where you would write your code to get it to do something, and then if you had enough time at the end of the fucking day, teacher would let you fucking play. What was it? Was it Moonbase or what the fuck was that game?
Yeah.
That's a command.
Well, you remember that was the only way you could use a computer back then, is if you knew how to program something into it.
Exactly.
Tell it what to do.
Yeah.
There was no apps. There was no quick shortcuts.
That's what I'm saying. It's like back then you had to control a computer. When Windows came in, it's like every version of Windows took away a little bit more of your control of what you could do with your computer.
Yeah.
Every version has taken away more and more and more. And if you can't manipulate your Windows from the command line, you had no control at all, really.
Right.
They said, "Oh, you can put a password on your administration and blah blah blah." Yeah, and they can still come and fucking hack into your shit. I had a dude sit right next to me at my computer and hack his way into my computer through Discord. That's why I don't use Discord.
That's why PC for the longest time back then beat out Apple and took them out of the market, because they were willing to give access to the government and people, whereas Apple wasn't.
Right.
So they just made it so that dominated the market. Apple spent 20 years in the dark just building computers for graphic design companies and stuff.
But yeah, it's pretty much how it is. You know, we're just going to keep trying to do different stuff and grow and have fun. You know, I do think, though, since we're getting that many views on Rumble, we should give them something.
I'm a happy ending.
We should give them something that's just
happy.
Yeah,
Happy, joy, joy.
What's happening? Where are we?
Then you could use the intro you like so much. Twice a week, Levi. You'd be able to use it.
What intro?
Yeah. Apparently, I cost us a couple of subscribers yesterday because I started the show.
We don't know. We don't know that shit.
Which intro, though?
It was the Trump intro. Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
I love it.
Get ready, cause this shit's about to get heavy. Just settle all the lawsuits. Fuck you, Nancy. This looks like a job for me. So everybody, just follow me. Cause we need little controversy. Cause it feels so empty without me. I said, this looks like a job for me. So everybody, just follow me. Cause we need little controversy. Cause it feels so empty without me.
I don't see any problem.
Neither do I.
It's probably not a problem at the end of a show to open the show, you know, and then when people come, when replay viewers come to watch it and they go,
Right.
"Oh, is that Trump guy?" And they get all, you know, up in their butt feelings and whatever.
Right.
Bounty, everybody. It's the quicker picker upper.
Right.
You know, I mean, they got tissue for that. They do.
They do.
Dory,
Yes, they do.
what's up, dude? What's happening?
I don't know what the hell. What's this
Door
gravity
the-
thing?
What up?
Door in the bold.
It's Door in the Bold. Guess who's back? It's Door in the Bold.
Jack.
We came in right on the heels of that. Guess who's back?
Doran has a really, really clean studio.
A really, really clean
He
studio.
does, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yes. Doran come right in on the heels of that, like it was made for him. I love it.
Oh no, I missed something. I was trying to get my headsets working for a while. I couldn't get one. I had to go back to an old school ear muffer.
How you doing, brother?
All right. A little bit
Yeah.
tired. Haven't been sleeping well, but that's life. So
I heard somewhere down the line a few days ago that your campaign funded. How's it doing since?
yeah, it quieted right down afterwards, but at least it's funded. So we, as you've mentioned before, at least I don't have to worry about that portion of everything. But I'll still, we're almost up to 30 backers, but the goal is to get to 100, obviously.
Yeah, come on.
It's tricky. It's tricky. We got a couple weeks to try and figure that out.
He says it's tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I thought getting funded early would help with the Kickstarter algorithm. That's what I've always heard, right? So I guess we didn't get quite funded early. I guess it took 2.5 days. So maybe there's some kind of limit there, or I don't know. It's
There's
one of those things.
Nobody knows. No, nobody knows what the Kickstarter algorithm is.
Right.
I think there's one little dude sitting back there going,
Green dude?
"Oh, that one looks cool. Let's help it."
Yeah. When I see some
I
of
don't even
the,
think they have a team that
they have the projects we love thing, or whatever it is, and I'm like, always find that interesting because some of them, I guess I just don't know. Maybe I'm just old and out of the circle. But
that doesn't give them. That doesn't mean they fund though. That's just
no. It just gives them a badge they can show off.
Yeah.
It isn't even that though, because nobody really knows what it is that they give that to you for.
You're right.
Right.
It's
Nobody really knows. So that's why I say there's just some dude in the back room going, "Oh, that one looks cool. I like that. I'm gonna give that one a project we love."
Yeah.
There's no logical algorithm for it because
the
we look at every aspect of it. We
I think you can filter by it. So if people are listening to their picks, their picks as Kickstarter, then it might give them a little more attention, I guess. I don't know. I don't pretend to know. I just do the best I can, right?
I'm talking about how you get it on your campaign.
Yeah.
It's like you can look at 80 different campaigns that don't have it that are all totally different, and then you can look at 3 that have it that are all totally different. There's no common denominator between any of them that shows you what you need to do to get that badge.
Right.
I think it's just like an editor's choice type thing.
Yeah. Some little dude behind the curtain going, "Yep, I'm gonna give that one the badge, man."
But there is, and it's not a exact science, but there's a trend where a lot of people, your first couple of days, you make a lot of your money. Then there's a big dead period in the middle, and then like the last week or the last 4 or 5 days, all the people that have been waiting for it to get closer to the end, they start jumping on.
Yeah,
Exactly. And that one's been something I've actually defied as long as I've been here. I always keep going up slowly.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have it that way. Yeah, I don't know if I should be even working on this page with Pops here. But I'm trying to clean up the inks. For
Speaking
Raykel
of that,
3.
speaking of editor picks, at your guys' local comic book store, at mine, they've always had, one of the guys behind the counter has always had a recommendation out there. Have you guys ever picked up the recommendations from your local comic book stores?
I usually always have it already, or I'm getting it anyway.
Got it.
I don't typically see it. I don't think they have that in mind.
All right, 29 backers right there. Raykel, number 3. All the stuff is here. It's wonderful. It's cool. You guys see me sporting the shirts all the time. You guys see me show off the comics.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's good stuff, man. It's good fucking stuff. Just go check it out. I mean, it really is good. A good series, man. It needs way more love than it gets. Kickstarter ain't gonna do it. We will. There you go, right there. Look at that. Come on, man.
Yeah, no, I don't know what else to do. I think it's cool. But I'm the creator, so that's the hard part, right? Yeah. I think I've found some great talent to work with as well.
But yeah, man. Look, it is like some pretty badass shit. It really is. The foil covers, the collector's editions, all this. Doran goes all out to make sure the product is a quality product. It's not just good art, good story, but a quality product that you're gonna want to keep pristine. I know, because I have 5 different books over there that I don't even like touching. Because they look so good. Well, one is a proof copy. It ain't never coming out ever. So that one's never coming out of the bag. I have a proof copy of number 2 collector edition of Raykel.
I think that simple sticker I put on the back of them to try and make people think about whether they want to open it or not was kind of a fun thing to do to the bag and board.
Dude, you made me mad when you started putting them stickers on there. I'm like, dude, I can't even it's like if I open it, everybody's going to know it was open. There's no pristine to it anymore. So the one I will never open. That seal will never get broken. But then he also sent me a second copy of most everything so I can open one and leave one alone. So
that's just it. Some collectors collect certain ways. Like I know, for instance, my friend Corey, he always gets the PDF. He gets a digital copy, and he actually reads the digital copy, but keeps his Moon Knights and stuff all bagged up.
I am so bad at reading PDFs. I sit in this chair. I get a message. I have a show to set up. I got to set up shorts for tomorrow. I sit in the chair and I work. I can't sit here and read a comic. I'll get pulled out of it every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And even worse if you close it, then you have to open it again.
Lounging with a comic in my hand, I can read the whole comic before I get up and come over here and see what's going on the computer.
I think it's a good separation too to read the paper copy, honestly, because too many of us are plugged in all the time. I find that.
Yeah, that too. I love the whole thing about comic books is having a comic book. I can't read novels or on a Kindle or anything either. I have to have the book.
Yeah. It's interesting because the one time I started to respect the digital a lot more was when I traveled a bit, and then we were traveling every year because I could take my your whole library fits into your tablet, so you could take 100 things and just pick what you want to read on a flight.
That's the only good part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a problem with that as well with movies and people telling me, "Oh, why you have so much DVDs when you can stream everything?" No, stop it. You can't stream everything.
That's true too. This is how many times I went to go watch a movie and it's not on nothing right now.
Right. Yeah. I fucking hate that. So that's stupid.
I still buy DVDs because I want to keep that lady with the suitcase employed.
DVD?
The one outside the Circle K, bro.
DVD?
Get you $15
parking lot. Yeah. Her son's over on the other end of the parking lot selling jewelry out of another suitcase. Just like
she's going DVD. He's going cocaine.
Dude, Valentine's Day, they're going to be all up in
selling chains and necklaces in the parking lot there.
Perfume. perfume, flower, chains. Yeah.
I like the dude that runs up on you in the Home Depot parking lot in a van, throws open the door and goes, "Yo, speakers? Yo, speakers? Do you need speakers?"
I don't think I've ever seen that. That'd be kind of funny.
Remember back in the day when the home stereo meant something and you could get gigantic speakers?
Yeah, you'd go over to somebody's house if they had a good receiver. Like the parties they'd have if they have a good receiver back in the day. Oh my.
I'm just like, my man, I'm buying lumber. Do I look like I need speakers?
I had these 4x2.5 Sun speakers for my PA system that I hooked up to my stereo when I wasn't doing band stuff. Little old lady across the street would come over, knock, and she'd be like, "The china in my china cabinet is rattling. Can you turn it down?"
We had two 18s hooked up to my Sony, and we'd fucking play that thing till the amp got too hot and it just would shut off.
Yeah. Yeah, my sister used to love playing her music loud. She used to go to my grandparents' house. My grandmother had won this brand new stereo system, and you would just hear my grandparents' house whenever my grandparents were gone. She'd be in there, and the house would just be shaking from the outside. You'd be like, "Holy crap!" She ended up burning out the receiver, of course.
And he was trying to sell memory foam mattresses.
All right, that sounds like a deal. I'll take 5.
Yeah, but see, that the problem there is you can only get like 10 of those in a van, man. You got a whole bunch of DVDs in a van. Oh,
yeah. They got those funky boxes they can roll them up in now.
Nobody was trying to find work outside. Nobody. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I live out in the booties. We don't see a difference in that shit anyway. All I know is that someday the grid's going to go down and you're all going to wish that you were Edwin and you had all your movies, and you had all your games, and all that shit. So you can just pop them in your PS4 and play them. You don't need no internet. All you need is a little bit of electricity and you're good. You know.
Yeah, and even now, like you can search for stuff and you won't find it, as you guys were saying earlier. Like there's a couple movies I've been actually trying to find my DVDs of because, you know, you saw it at one point probably on Netflix, but they took it down from Netflix, put it over on Prime, and now it's not on Prime anymore. Now it's over wherever on Disney.
Well, see, if you've got Roku, you search on your Roku and it looks through all of the streaming services on Roku, and it'll tell you where it is.
Amazon does the same thing on the Fire Stick, but the problem is most of that stuff costs, like you have to go get like, I have to be part of Paramount Canada now, or I have to be part of this or that. I don't want to keep adding that stuff onto my.
But see, that's the thing about Roku. At least it'll tell you where it is. You don't necessarily have to buy it, but it'll tell you it's on this streaming service.
Yeah, and if it's what you got.
Because if it's not anywhere, it just doesn't show up. You know? And there's
there's some movies that they don't let print anymore. You gotta ask permission.
Yeah, and there's a lot.
Or somebody who owns it can make a prestige for you.
What's up, Enforcer?
You know what I just found out isn't free, which is weird because it's so old. Is you still have to rent for $3.99 Lethal Weapon 1.
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my.
No,
all of them actually. What a groundbreaking movie at the time. That was insane.
Mel got to make his money. He ain't no fool.
Yeah.
What's up,
yeah.
Hey, dude. What's up, man?
We also got the Enforcer OS over on Pilled popping in. Ghost Pepper's over there. What's up? Norm's lurking on Pilled. Yeah, Billy still buys DVD. Look.
DVD?
Physical media is the way.
Yeah. I agree. I like being able to hold something tangible.
Man, those guys are still jamming over there. Or it's just ending. It's just ending. So it's an hour and 20 minutes long.
Good set.
Levi, hour and 20 minutes long. So you can get that, find a place for that tomorrow night, maybe after maybe 8-ish Eastern later. I don't know. We'll find a spot for it.
Gotcha.
You guys restreaming something?
Oh yeah, the Lunatics Fringe. My boys were jamming a live show,
Oh, cool.
and we tuned in for a couple minutes earlier at the beginning of the show, and it just happened to be right when they gave a shout out to some of their fans.
Oh, nice.
They finished already?
Who do you think was the first name they said?
Michael Jackson.
Levi.
Baby. I got a shout out on stage on their live show. That was cool as fuck.
You couldn't have planned it better. Yeah.
I ain't never got a shout out in a band's live show before. That was cool as fuck. Yeah. So we will be replaying that. I'll get a copy of that. We will replay it on the network tomorrow or Tuesday night. And, God damn, that was cool. And Naked Jam, I sent Carrie one of their CDs. She checked it out. She liked it. I like their music. They're cool. Dude's been on, like you say, he was on the Fourth Wall interview with me. And we interviewed Mr. Fringe, the character. He's cool. And yeah, Billy, I love owning my own shit. No, man, not Ace of Base, bro.
Ace of Base.
Not Ace of Base, bro.
I haven't heard that one in a long time.
Oh my goodness, was that I Saw the Sign?
I'm all metal, bro.
I saw the sign, saw the sign.
It opened up my mind or something like that. Yeah.
I'm just a little too metal for that. I'm just saying. I'm just a little too metal for that.
Levi, it sounds like that was your favorite song back in the day, was it?
It was, man. Yeah.
He's doing the dance too. He knows the dance.
There you go, Zaf.
That song.
No.
There you go, Zaf, right there.
Woo!
Check out this website. All Lethal Weapon movies are on it for free.
All right.
Look
That's
movie
right.
too. Okay. Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you, Carrie.
Yeah, I can't even.
We did find it on a free service, but it was a service that bootlegs. Like I'm talking about, like it's such an old movie that you would think one of the major networks would be airing it for free by now.
You know I got to see Lethal Weapon free.
Power was gone a long time ago. What? Power's been gone for a while, and must have just came back, right? How long you been up with the light on?
About an hour or something.
Really? Yeah, it must have been back on after I left.
What happened?
So me and my dad, we were at the movie theater and we just seen something like really stupid, like Weekend at Bernie's or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh yeah.
And the movie gets out, so it's the mad, like 100 cattle call, right? 100 people in the hallway leaving the fucking place. And we walked past the door for fucking Lethal Weapon 1. And my dad out of the blue, just fucking first time we ever watched a free movie. We just stepped in the next movie theater.
Yeah.
And it was Lethal Weapon. Yeah, it was like, wow. I had no idea what we were watching. Neither did he. But Dad would see some trailers every now and then and like keep it in the back of his head, like I'm gonna go see that. And he would drag me to it. It would be nice surprises.
Yeah.
Like I seen I had no idea Indiana Jones in the not Temple of Doom, the first one. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, yeah.
Hadn't even seen the fucking trailer. And my dad goes, "Come on, we're going to the movie theater." And we go to the movie theater and we sat down fucking Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That's
a nice surprise.
Yeah, it's just, now you know everything, right? Before you even get there, there's like 4 trailers and reviews almost.
It was nice to be pleasantly surprised and entertained. Yeah, it ended up being kind of sort of a little tradition. I want to say we probably did it another 3 or 4 times after that if we weren't happy with the first movie.
Yeah, I've only done it once, and people will be surprised if I did it too, because it was a big success at Toy Story. Me and my friend Kent walked out on Toy Story, went over and watched GoldenEye.
Nice.
I can't remember what it was that we went to watch, but we dipped out of Mel Gibson's Hamlet. You remember that?
Oh God! I've never seen it, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
We got a group of people. They all wanted. They wanted to see it, so we were like, "All right, we'll go see that." And we got like a half hour in, and me and two other people were like, "We out of here." And we waited in the lobby for like 20 minutes for this other show to open up, and then we went and sat down in it.
So we got extra credit in English class for that to go see it.
To go see it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I bet you nowadays that you wouldn't, not with Mel Gibson in it.
Oh God, no! They'd be like, "Oh, right wing, Bible thumping, this or that, alcoholic, wife beater, whatever, something."
Supposedly he came out and said that he's taking the reins and doing what, Lethal Weapon 5.
I did see a thumbnail for that.
They interviewed him. He's the guy that did the original ones, passed away, and supposedly he asked him, like, as he was dying, like, could he do the next one? He wants him to do the next one, so he said, "All right."
Nice.
Will he get redeemed? I think I saw a video where Robert Downey Jr. gives Mel Gibson a lot of credit for his recovery. Something on YouTube about that where he's talking about Mel Gibson and how he helped him through, get himself set straight. Not that Mel Gibson's come out as being set straight to anybody, but
right.
I like Mel for what he is, an actor.
Yeah, that's just right.
And anyone looking to him to be something other than that is just over expecting.
Yeah. And not just that, addiction's addiction. I have foster brothers with addictions all over the place. You know, nobody chooses that life. Well, people think they choose that lifestyle, but there's reasons.
Yep.
In a lot of cases, you know, a lot of my foster brothers grew up abused and all that stuff. So there was a lot of mental fatigue that people don't even think about.
I agree.
Not just that, not just having parents or anything like that. Like, you know, your parents it affects you. It affects a lot of people.
Yeah, your addiction could affect a bunch of people around you, and you don't even realize.
Yeah, trust me, it has. I've had to deal with them, try and help them quite a few times. Yeah.
So my oldest brother, he ended up dying on the streets. He was an alcoholic, and I worked for the parks department. And there was one time, this one area downtown Spokane's got a gigantic park on it, right? And he had been camping along the park line, and he got arrested. And he calls me up, and he's like, "Hey, go get my stuff," right? I was my brother's keeper. And so I went down, I grabbed his stuff. And then the very next day, I go in, and Tom, the head of the truck department for Parks Department, he says, "Levi, you and John, hop in, you're heading down to such and such, and you're going to lock this gate." And he sent me back down to the very location where my brother had been camping. So not only did my brother get arrested, the day before I had to go pick up all of his shit. And then the next day I had to show up on the clock and lock up his his campsite.
Huh. Was that like why would they do that? Like, was that intentional? Like,
well, because technically,
stuff, or was it a shot?
Well, no, it was so you have the gigantic park, and then on the north side of the Parks Department technically owned all of those buildings, even though it was like an industrial area type of deal, for future advancement. And since that time, they have now put in a soccer stadium where those buildings used to be. So Parks Department was just trying to enforce a no squatting law.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and I just happened to be, it was my brother that was squatting.
Oh, okay. Wasn't like they were trying to help him kind of get his stuff safe or anything like that.
No, it wasn't. Because I'd gone down the day before and gotten his stuff. Because so what had happened was there's also a bar in the area, and somebody ended up, the police ended up being called in, and when they called in the canine unit, they sent the canine unit through the field by the park, and the dog came across my brother camping, and my brother had a warrant out for his arrest anyway. So once they caught him and ID'd him, they took him to jail anyway, even though he wasn't the dude they were looking for. He had a system where every time he would get in trouble in the spring and summer, and then once he got cold outside, he would he'd go, "Hey, here I am," and they would arrest him and throw him in jail from like December. Like Tracy was never around for Christmas. He was usually in jail serving off a warrant, staying warm for the winter, gaining 40 pounds, and then he, Yeah, the judge would be like, "You're an alcoholic. You need to go to class," and he's like, "Yeah, I can't afford it. I'm a bum." And they would be like, "Okay, well, if you don't go to class, you'd have a warrant out for your arrest."
Yeah, it's such a stupid system sometimes.
It's a massive
I've seen
shitty
so
cycle.
many. People don't understand. I mean, now it's a little bit better. There's a little more attention on mental health and stuff like that. But back in the day,
Yeah.
certainly when I was growing up, there wasn't. It was more judging and
Yeah.
what's wrong with them? Why can't they fix this problem?
Right. That's because he got the shit beat out of him by his stepdad when he was little.
Yes, it always goes back. I always believe it circles back to something, like that.
Yeah.
Someone you try to look up to and you want to impress, and they're abusing you, and you don't know what to do. You're just stuck as a kid, and then the rest of your life you kind of suffer for it.
Yeah, and that guy was an alcoholic too. So.
C'est la vie, right?
Yeah. My mom's second husband was an abusive asshole for sure. Well, that was a real bummer.
Yeah. And that's why I draw superheroes.
That's why I escaped the comic
escapism.
Hey, that is the brother that got he got me into comics. That is the brother that had the gigantic stack of
there you go.
Sergeant Rock. It was all Joe Kubert.
Sergeant Rock. Get out of here.
Enemy Ace, Unknown Soldier, Our Army at War, all that shit. It got me to the point where once I had that stack, the very first comic book I bought on my own was G.I. Joe. So
nice. Yeah.
See, I had a Sergeant Rock too, but I also had gotten the Hulk at the same time. So I couldn't read, honestly. So the pictures of the Hulk were way more interesting than Sergeant Rock to me for some reason. But anyways, because it was actually a superhero thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How'd you feel about when they transitioned to Cobra? La 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 la.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I was like, what's going on here? It sounded like some what are those the Arabians that be doing that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
The war cry, but on the
yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, right?
Yeah, I freaking loved G.I. Joe. I was
a bunch of shooting and nobody got shot. Somebody just had a patch.
Well, they were all stormtroopers.
You can't steal the stormtrooper name.
Nobody could hit the broadside of a barn.
That's true. My dad was a Marine, and so I wanted to grow up and join the Marines, and I wanted to become an MP, and then I was going to get out of the Marines and take that MP and become a police officer.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, then I met this.
I want to be a track runner.
Yeah.
Then they show the cop's hand grabbing the kid. That's funny.
When I met my wife, she was 14 and I was 15. She's like, "So what do you want to do when you get older?" And I told her, and she said, "Yeah, I don't think I could be married to a cop." I just went. I draw comic books pretty good.
Not sure if we're gonna make any money doing it. But
yeah.
You might have to work 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Arrest me. Get into it.
That's right.
Get back into it. Twist my arm. Mel Gibson has a horror movie called Monster Summer.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of those movies that you want to like, but then it falls short on the third act.
Oh.
But it's decent. Watch. It has a Goonies feel to it. He's like ex-cop and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to debunk if there's a real witch in that town and stuff happens.
Is he in it?
It's a botch. Haven't heard that for a while. Bunch of shit happens, basically.
Is he in the movie himself?
Yes. I give him props for that because he didn't do the Nicolas Cage get me a trailer and some bitches and some weed and.
Yeah.
Is that what he does? That's what happened to
Keith. He does. He got to wait till everybody else finish. Because I did my part. I got shot. Take a little break here. Call on the whores. Get him on the damn phone. Speed dial. Give me one of them celebrity phones. It's easier. Got everything you need on that phone.
There's a guy's career who just kind of tapered out. He was like so on top for a while there, and maybe just because he did so many movies, I guess.
He learned. That's what it was. He learned the game.
E-movie stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he learned the game. That's what that was. He was like, oh, so that's how you pull some cash doing nothing. Yeah. You like when I do nothing? It's good.
Like in Abigail, Nicolas Cage didn't do nothing in not Abigail, Arcadia.
Oh my god! Shit, there was one where he planned not to do anything by what's that? The Willy's Wonder World, where he didn't say a freaking peep, maybe a grunt. He didn't say a word throughout the whole entire thing, which was good because there's a lot of figurative, body language and all that, which he's best for. And it worked to the point where you forget that he doesn't say a thing. He's like, oh shit, he didn't say anything.
I always loved Con Air. Con Air was one of my favorites. And
oh yeah,
The Rock. I mean, The Rock was so big when it came out.
Yeah,
I've never met a man make so much money and be in so many movies for playing the same character.
Yeah, that's just it.
They like that face and his dumb shit that he does with his, his little antics. It works for people, so they buy into it.
It was a comedy he started with, right? I don't remember what it was called, but I remember he was first known for.
He was
comedy.
Raising Arizona. He was in.
There we go. Yep, that's it.
That's on Fast Times at Ridgemont High for his first debut.
Was it? Okay.
He's listed under his he's listed under his real name though of Ford Coppola. He's one of the cooks in the restaurant scenes. He's one of the cooks in like the Fish House, or how the one guy's getting like several different jobs at the fast food restaurants.
So he just had like an extras part, like
that's it. Yeah, it was just him back there. They show him like I don't even think he had a fucking line.
Well, what's his name? The two of the biggest male icons of I guess of my generation, Brad Pitt and George Clooney, both kind of got their start as like extras, like guest stars on what was that, Facts of Life and shit like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
right. Facts of Life.
They were the boyfriend of one of the girls.
Wow. Okay. My sister
Joe,
loved that show.
He was the bad guy.
Okay.
I think.
I just remember I'd come home from school after school, and it would be my sister would want to watch Facts of Life, and I'd want to watch a cartoon. I'd be like, please, no more Facts of Life.
I think the funniest episode was when they bought the lamps because they thought they were being cool. And they were bongs.
I didn't see that one. Okay. That's hilarious.
Oh my goodness. Okay. This fucking I spent so my grandparents were snowbirds down in Arizona, and I spent one Christmas vacation down there like in 4th grade with them, and they took me to a fucking flea market down there, and I found these really cool things that I strapped to my fucking hat. They had feathers on them, and they were like made with fucking leather rope strings, and
they were cool looking.
They were cool looking, man, and I attached it to my baseball cap, right? I was like, hey, I got a feather attached to my hat. I'm fucking cool. And fucking, so I wore it on the plane ride back, and they're like escorting this, this little kid off the fucking airplane. And my mom's mouth just drops open. I had no idea that my grandparents had let me buy roach clips.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd your parents know what they were, huh?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, let them play with it now. We'll get it later.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. We'll just take it.
Don't get bored.
They're thinking, oh, he just saved us some money.
Just save us some money.
What are the grandparents up to that you don't know about?
They're smuggling shit in on the kid.
Yeah.
Here, do
That's
me a
what
favor,
those
Sonny.
brownies
Hold
were.
this sugar.
That's right. Just walk up to the
Take
corner
these
and give the nice man the little packet.
Take these brownies to your mom.
I like it. I like it. Is it vegan?
They give me so much energy. And now I'm tired.
I think Carrie's talking about the the movie she can't spell that starts with an N would be Nosferatu.
Oh, did you see the new one? Was that good?
I think that's what she's talking about. You can see it on that.
It's sexy film. It looks great, but it's like whatever.
Yeah, I heard it was
Really?
done well, but cinematography wise, but that was about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you could sit there and watch it, go to the bathroom, come back, still be on the same topic.
Flum over.
Like, oh, all right. I haven't missed anything. Great.
Cool. I didn't miss anything. Yeah.
I don't remember that actor's name, but I always liked the actor. He's in everything. It feels like the guy with the big mouth. They wanted him to play Joker at one point, or everybody said he should play Joker. Guy played the Green Goblin there, and Spider-Man. Whatever the hell is. I don't even know.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Defoe.
Defoe, yeah.
Yeah.
He was great in. Did you ever see the Boondock Saints?
I love it.
Yep.
Love it.
He was great in that.
He just plays great crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you go,
He
shit,
is
don't
crazy.
fuck with him. I know I should say.
Yeah, I heard he didn't even get paid for that.
What, for the Boondocks?
Yeah, he said he did that shit just to blow them up, and it worked.
Yeah, it did work.
He goes, I got this. I'm just gonna dress like a woman.
Yeah, he just played a really disturbed detective.
I love it though. He did a great job, especially when he put the Wagner music. That was the best. And he figures it out. He's like a Batman.
Fucking Defoe.
Yeah, he did a wonderful job with that film. I could watch it like it's new.
Yep. What did they end up doing? Did they end up making a third one? I know they did a second.
They did, and it became more superficial than them being superheroes. So they wanted to make it like special. Everything had to be, what is that called? Divine intervention.
Yeah.
So everything had to fit right because they were like blessed by these angels or whatever it is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they were overthinking it. So they get a psychic, a Mexican psychic.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's all right. You got to get into it. It's kind of funny. It's not as good as part one, obviously, but it's a fun watch because you see the dumb antics that they try to pull off. It's really funny, and it has this little plot going, where it was gonna go.
Speaking about DVDs earlier, like that's one of the things I miss about like buying DVDs is you used to get really cool like special editions.
Oh,
And I remember I got a Boondock Saint special edition with like an art book and some like cool shit in it. I miss stuff like that. They used to do it with games too. You used to get really cool collector's packs and shit.
Yeah, still got a nice Conan. What was it? Conan. It was an MMO game that they did of Conan.
Oh yeah.
A cool box and everything still laying in the back. Came with like a parchment map in it, like a leather-looking map.
Well, some of my favorite ones were the Assassin's Creed franchise. Came with some cool shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Has anybody here played the Black Myth Wukong?
What is it?
Black Myth Wukong.
No.
Oh my lord. That is a masterpiece. It's an epic game. The story is from the Journey to the West. And it's with like the Monkey King.
Oh yeah.
Right.
All right, and it's really in depth where he goes against the gods because they made him sentient to understand that he wasn't just animal, and he tries to take revenge because they killed all his children and family. They did a little Planet of the Apes type thing going, but he doesn't have no the way a human would think, he's an animal, so he doesn't care that they're gods. So yeah, it's beautiful. You have to look at it. Even the beginning of the game is ridiculous to the point where the game is in depth to the point where you don't want to leave, you don't want to drop it. And we just got it. I think it's like maybe 2-3 years old. It's from China. And
I was gonna say it's huge in China. Like the Monkey King is like they do so many things on it, like movies and animes, and big story to them.
You gotta check it out. Give it a try.
Enforcer says he heard Black Myth is good, but he has not played it. And yeah, it is rare, but thankfully there's some companies that still put out physical media.
Maybe it'll come back like records a little bit, where artists started releasing records.
Well, look, I mean, my computer's okay, but it's not the sound system I want to listen to music on.
Right.
No.
You see what I'm saying? It's like 2 little tiny speakers on this thing. I need some boom when I listen to music, especially when I'm listening to live music. I want to feel that crowd, man. Back in the day, computer just don't do that for you. You watching a video.
Someone would have laughed at you back in the day if you would have said, "I'll play the music on my computer." What?
Yep.
I need a sound system. If I'm serious about listening to music, I'm going to have an old Technics freaking.
Oh my! I haven't heard that one in a while.
I'm gonna have a Technics receiver. I'm gonna have a nice amp.
Carmen.
A beautiful equalizer that a nice little, so I can set this up the way I want to hear it, and I'm gonna turn it the fuck up.
Yeah, I got a free fucking sound system given to me. I got out in my garage at a yard sale about 3 summers back because I was looking for a sound system that played cassettes. And I would walk up and I'd see this a stereo and I go, does it play cassettes? And most, like 90% of the time, they're like, no, it doesn't, or it was too fucking expensive. And finally, this last time, I'm like, does it play cassettes? He goes, yeah, it plays cassettes, but the CD player don't work no more. And I'm like, that's totally fine.
I can play CDs on my PlayStation. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, exactly.
We got somebody backstage. Hold on. Here we go.
Welcome back, Q. It's a pleasure to see you again, my old friend.
Stand up for your right. Yeah. We'll rebel, yeah. Don't give up the fight.
If you can't take a little bloody nose, maybe you ought to go back home and crawl under your bed.
Here's Johnny. What's up, y'all?
You. Levi. I'm gonna go take care of something. I'm gonna be gone for about.
Dang it, dog.
Okay.
Levi.
I got you, Pops. I heard you.
I'll be
10
back.
minutes. Yep.
And the clock starts now. Bing.
Ding, 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 ding.
My apology for delays.
That's all right. A little bit of construction going on around the house.
Yeah, just we set up a new bookshelves.
Ooh.
But this time, right in front of my desk.
Oh, nice. So they're bookshelves for you then.
Yeah.
Very nice. What are you going to put on there?
Books.
Books.
Oh.
What else?
Well, now like got like a
I'll be here all week.
Yeah.
Comics, graphic novel. You know the rest.
Right. Anything I want.
Will there be Playboy? Yes, there will be Playboy.
Well, there you go.
What's that? It's a cartoon.
Cartoon. Where a boy plays.
Joker.
Is it Joker? What?
Well, the painting, it looks like it's the Joker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty badass.
Thank you.
Oh, bronze. Reminds me of, what's the name of that guy again? Greg Horn.
Mm.
Yeah, it looks
Not
good.
Greg Land, but Greg Horn.
He's a great painter.
Yeah.
Man, you did that during the whole show?
Mhm.
Wow. I'm so
I mean,
slow.
listen, hey, you keep trying. One day you'll get there. No, I'm kidding. That shit's sick.
But it is, even his wife is an editor. Greg Horn's wife.
Really?
Oh, I thought you
Yeah, I
said
read
great
some-
porn.
Greg Horn.
Greg's porn.
What?
Some great porn.
Okay, GH.
He's a great artist. He's great.
Yeah, no doubt.
Videos, yeah.
I read somewhere from Wizard magazine, and they shows a whole list of those cheesecake artists.
Nice. You don't hear Wizard magazine said very often anymore.
No. I
Nowadays
missed
it
that.
ended up in
magazine.
digital.
Which is a
I
shame.
actually-
That shit was good.
They had competition at one time called Hero Magazine. I actually have one in the back still in the plastic. For some reason, I bought one when the first one came out and kept it in plastic.
Mm.
Wasn't that still theirs?
Was it theirs? I thought it was a
I
competitor.
thought it was still theirs. I thought it was like
Really?
yeah, it was supposed to be covering something different.
Mm.
Interesting.
I got my my issue 1 of Wizard signed by Todd McFarlane.
Man, that guy really pissed me off.
What, Todd McFarlane?
Yeah, I liked him until he pulled that bullshit with the cover.
What do you do?
Oh,
What do you mean? What do you do? He lied to everybody with them cover.
You're talking about the contest, right?
Contest. Yeah.
Yeah.
He tried to like sweep that under the rug. Like, really? All right. I guess.
Yeah, whatever happened to that? Because I haven't heard mention of it in a long time.
Exactly.
I'm not going to let AI win, and then right away AI wins.
Yeah. Man, and I put out covers, yo. I put out some covers, some really nice covers. And the one thing that's funny, he we pulled the one on him. My boy Manny Soto, he sketched one, right? And he put it on his page, and I took his sketch and I put my colors to it and everything. He liked his, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say anything. Well, what does that mean?
Right.
You know, so he was kind of confused on so Manny put my colored one on his page, and he just stood there like didn't say anything. Like, why would he like it and not say nothing? You know what I mean? That doesn't. But yeah, man, I pulled out a lot of covers. He picked an AI, whatever.
Well, you would think like he went out of his way to say, I'm not accepting AI for this. You'd think he would have did a little research on what he was going to pick.
Nah, because he gave the job to somebody else to do. That's what it was.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and somebody was like, yeah, that looks amazing. Of course. But no mistake in copy everybody else's work deal went on that.
Next thing you know, someone will knock on the door and open up the door. Turns out it's this weird looking guy saying, "You stole my story."
Mm-hmm.
You stole my artwork. I didn't steal your art. Well, I think you did. You stole my artwork. Oh, what
you know
artwork would that be?
You know what also was a good a trick to get a lot of ratings up, to get your name back up there, you know? So everybody was posting and posting. The algorithm was to his favor because of that.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's never been in a situation where he needed that.
Right. Come on.
True.
Really? So why does he go to what's that Kickstarter? He don't belong there.
Yeah. Oh, to make those quick millions of dollars with those figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
don't follow.
made over $4 million with the first one, and he made almost $3 million with the second one.
You got to give him props for that stuff. Like he really, the figure stuff, like that was all him.
When you,
I know
when
I
you're
don't
able to
follow
put that
Todd
out-
on. Go ahead, man.
No, he didn't. When you're able to put something like that out and make that kind of, and that you're considering those almost $5 million, over $5 million, chump change, and guess what? He didn't do shit. He had zero input into that design or making it or anything. His toy company did it. He sat back and collected that money. He made like a video here and a video there.
He didn't have a toy company. Like he didn't have a big crew at the start, though. I thought he was hand on at the start.
No, not at the start. I'm talking about these Kickstarters.
Oh yeah.
The current
Yeah,
Kickstarter.
I'm sure he's got a whole
had
team
zero
now.
input
Yeah.
other than his video.
Yeah.
So think about that. He made almost $6 million by putting out 2 Kickstarter action figures, and he only made a couple of videos to back the campaign.
Yep.
What's up, Omar?
Is Omer
Like,
in
hey,
the back,
listen.
or is he?
More power.
He's in the chat.
Homer,
Omer Glitch.
he's been spending all his days over at Foreskin One.
I was like, what?
Yeah, like he says, so he doesn't have to use his own money. That's why he's in Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I mean, like he's not going to be successful at it. Like, right? You know what I mean? Like, the odds are pretty slim. It won't
Going
get
back to
funded.
that algorithm part of it, like I don't follow Todd on any social networking, and every time that cover contest came up, it was in my news feed on every platform. It seemed like.
Yeah.
So that was an added benefit to him. You know, I had no fucking idea that there was even a cover contest going. Because I don't follow him.
So you don't follow him, and it was still showing up on your stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good.
Brilliant. It worked. Now it comes in his own carrying case. That's trickery. I don't like that. That's dirty. Especially all his fans. They're just like, riding his coattails too. So they're like, oh yeah, he got us. Good one, Todd.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, man.
I got a whole friggin' box of his stuff in the back, like in the sense of toys. It's not even on the shelf. I got a couple of them on the shelf, but at one point I was all McFarlane when they first came out. He was pretty popular, but
Well, listen, I like his figures and shit.
oh yeah, he changed the whole industry. Really, he made collectible toys. Like he went from action figures or toys to action figures, or whatever they say.
Yeah, I'm not knocking his product, but I do agree that he's kind of shady.
Yeah, I'm sure he's more of a corporation now than he is a person.
Yeah.
But I always love him because he's Canadian, or was Canadian. I don't know what he is now.
Yeah,
he actually made logos. I got his jersey upstairs from his hockey team when I used to live in Edmonton.
We claim him here in town too because he went to Eastern Washington University here in town.
Oh yeah, cool.
So there's people in town that brag about, I bought comic when Todd worked at the comic book store. I bought comic books from Todd. Yeah. And
oh, that's neat.
like when he was still on Amazing Spider-Man, he came back. We had a little tiny convention and he came back to Spokane for that. But he gave the commencement speech out there at Eastern this last time he came back to town. And excuse me, he didn't have the speech written down. He wanted to do it off the cuff, but he wanted to practice it beforehand. So at the at the Hilton or whatever hotel he was staying at, they sold tickets to a Todd McFarlane's speech the night before the speech, where he was going to practice the speech that he hadn't written down.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds like marketing.
Well,
how can I
yeah,
make some extra money?
You got the ticket, and then he gave his speech, was like half hour, 40 minutes or whatever the hell it was, and then you got 2 free autographs, and the line was so short that and everybody was like, well, you only get 2 autographs, so like nobody brought a box of shit. And he went through the line so quick that we just stood around and talked to him for like a half hour. You're like, damn it, I should have brought more shit. Because he's like, anybody else want stuff signed?
Wow.
How dare you play by the rules?
Yeah. It's like, fuck, I should have brought a whole fucking box of,
You should have brought a samurai sword and
yeah, something.
Come on, Levi. You know, always bring more than they're gonna sign.
I was just thinking, I guess that's the learning thing to keep more in the car. Be back in a second.
Be back in one
big old
fucking
box
second.
comes in.
It's like, can you sign this long box full of stuff for me? No. All right. How about one book?
Yep.
It's not even my book.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you sign my TV guide?
TV guide, yeah. That was funny to think that was a thing.
Here, sign this, sign that.
Can you sign my People magazine?
Like sign my chest right here, right beside the nipple. Just lift my shirt up.
Yeah.
This signing stuff is getting out of hand. Get him out of here.
Todd, sign my Debbie Does Dallas.
But you weren't in it. I thought you played the plumber.
Or sign Playboy, sign Cosmopolitan, or even sign the Holy Bible.
Isn't that getting easier? The Bible. The Bible with Todd McFarlane. It's like spider webs all through it. Like, why is, I didn't know you just shot spider webs.
This is the part where he splits the sea.
Yeah. Is that Dr. Doom on the other side of the split of the sea? What's going on here?
And then Venom pops up and go, Eddie.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh shit, Omer. Let's see here. Omer says, "Hey fellas, damn straight Zaff. Always use the other people's money." Omer says, "Love Todd and Spawn." He says, "I don't buy the toys though. Very few toys, if any. Comics are expensive. Hope all of you are doing well. Just woke up a little bit. You know, they missed you last night on the studio. You should probably send them a note or something, Omer. You know,
sign my foreskin. Yes, and oh no.
I'm just gonna leave those last two right there.
Oh yeah, maybe I should even say that. Yeah. We're gonna get banned on.
What? Zaff, what? Check out the comments.
Hold on.
Don't do it.
Don't
Run
do
away.
it. Oh no. Oh, which one?
The last one.
YouTube.
Last
YouTube.
two?
Yeah, last two on YouTube.
Oh, I see two retracted ones.
Oh, did they retract?
Oh, they retracted?
That might be a good thing.
All right, well, here.
Oh, shit.
I'll throw it up on screen. Here you go.
Quick to the pops. The view of this channel is not reflected.
Oh my god.
What type of pen do you use for that?
Oh my god.
Hopefully not a Sharpie.
To the next book on our exciting adventure of
listen, yeah, just bring
foreskin1.com.
You and your pecker just show up at the next convention.
He's at it. He's like,
exciting adventure of foreskin.
Start without me. I'll be there.
What a joy.
Yeah, Omer, last night on the studio, they were worried about you, man. Oh man, Zap, you're in trouble, dude.
What do I do now?
Here, I'll put it up. I'll put it up
The old
for you.
what? I don't.
Why am I not seeing new stuff?
Omer
There it
says,
is.
when I meet Zaf, that's when I'm going to ask him to sign.
That's it. Just be careful. I sign with razor blades.
Sharp, sharp, very sharp.
No.
Yeah, they were taking bets last night on the studio on what happened to Omer.
What was the odds-on favorite?
Well, I was kind of rooting for deportation.
He was,
Yeah,
he was out.
Oh.
He was out getting his pecker signed.
That's the lead. That's the leading one right there. That he probably found a woman. Was that your excuse, Omer? What? I thought they were paying you, Omer. They're not paying you to. They're not paying you to show up over there.
Mm.
He says, sweet branding, scary is fun. No, I don't think you need an excuse. Doran, that's looking bitching, dude.
This is Ajah's work. I'm actually doing edits right now. But yeah, this is a pretty cool page.
Mm-hmm.
It's a transition page.
Wings are hard.
Yeah,
Those
he
are
did a pretty
beautiful
good
wings.
job. Yeah, he did a pretty good job on the owls. You usually don't see owls in packs like that, but there's reasons for that. In the story, of course.
Oh, isn't there? They got a term for that, isn't there?
Is there? I would just
group
call it
of
a hoot.
Ask the Thunder Nerds. What's
A
up?
bunch of hoots. Hooters. It's a bunch of hooters.
What's up, Dustin? Dustin
Hey,
saying,
masters.
"What's up, y'all?"
But yeah, it's a lot of cleanup I'm doing on these inks. There's a lot of extra lines on this particular page, so it's what I do to make my artists look good.
Gotcha. Well, it definitely looks good.
Wish I could show you the pages after, but would hate for it to. I'm trying to do a page that shows nothing to the story in a sense.
Yeah.
But I gotta get them all cleaned up. I'm so close to being done.
Get that person. They're like, I watched you draw your comic book online. It looks like nothing ever happens in it. I'm not gonna buy it. You're like, no, trust me, buy it. All the good shit happens off screen.
Yeah, I do have another page open, but I don't know what's on it. Wait, we'll spice it up.
Yep.
It's a little bit darker here.
A little tree lives right here.
Yeah. Since Pops isn't here, he won't see it.
Hang on. Is that my audio that's not coming in, Doran? I think somebody else
can
say
hear you.
something.
Yo, what up?
Hey, everyone.
Yeah, fuck, it's mine.
Uh-oh, is my audio down?
No, it's mine. It's me.
Okay. What the bleep alert? Cut the commercial. Cut the commercial.
Is my audio coming in fine? Loud enough?
Yeah.
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 Huh.
Right.
Weird.
All right. By me.
Weird.
Weird.
See, that's what. See, so I did win. Omer says I did win the bet. He says y'all did hear the news. I got into a battle with ICE, currently in an ICE holding cell. See, that's where my money was at. Was like they rounded you up.
Congratulations, you won $5 and he's deported.
They only arrested him because he was like, "Can you sign my packer?"
He's in his little holding cell, and
They were like, "You sick perv, get out of here."
Want to see my packer?
I got
Yes,
5 on it.
Dustin got it right there. Thank you, Dustin. A group of owls is called a parliament.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I knew it was something political because they show in Washington D.C. they use the symbol of the owl in one of the layouts for like was it the White House lawn or I forget what it is, but yeah, Parliament.
That's crazy. Isn't that a cigarette? Aren't those cigarettes?
Yeah. When I smoked, that's what I smoked.
Part of this?
Parliaments?
Hmm.
They had to recess.
You can make holes with them.
Omer will appreciate the fact that they had the recess tip.
On here.
I don't think I could write that into the comic. A parliament of owls. It's just.
Well, there's a court of owls in DC.
Yes.
Is it?
Yep.
Yep.
It's one of the main bad organizations.
Dun, 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 dun. So I started thinking of the old Spider-Man anime. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Tune in
Never
next
watched the old
week,
cartoons.
true believers.
Yeah. Every time Spider-Man was in trouble, it was the same music over and over again.
What was the name of that dog?
What dog?
The dog you were talking about Spider-Man and his amazing friends, right?
Oh no, the even older one. Oh, the even
Lion-O?
older one. Lion-O.
Oh. No, not
Miss
Lion-O.
Lioness?
What's it? Miss Lion? Yeah.
Miss Lion, is that it? Yeah.
In the original Spider-Man anime, they would do the same scenes over and over again of him on his web because they didn't have much budget, I guess, back then. It's really early anime, so it was just like him swinging would be down between the buildings, and then you'd see it happen again from a different angle and the same angle. And then the next half-hour show of it would be the same thing over and over again.
Levi.
Next thing, he's swinging from the Empire State Building.
Yeah. Dustin says I use a recess tip usually on cold, especially on cold days. I have a recess tip, especially on cold days.
Just don't stick your tongue in it.
Yeah.
Levi.
I wanted to explain why you're stuck to it.
I see it. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Levi, did I ever ask you why you haven't shown up to the Hump Day show? You've been missed, but I expected nothing from those that I have invited to hang out on that show. Where's your doctor's excuse? So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Gonna make it because, time differences.
No, well, I get tired at night. I just kind of, I just assume that, he knows that.
That's why I don't make the shows during the week much, is because I come home and I usually pass right the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because I'm up at like 3:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready to go to work. It's crazy. Oddly enough, that's my alarm clock sound.
I was gonna say, is he a
really?
Yeah.
Your alarm clock is a rooster?
Yep. My wife is not a fan.
No.
I'm surprised you still have a wife if that keeps going off at 3:30 in the morning.
Well, I haven't been upstairs in an hour. I might not.
When I was when I was on my home island. I used to live in some countryside, and we have a next door neighbor across the street has a bunch of farm animals over there, mostly goats, pigs, and even a bunch of chickens. And every evening, between 2:30 and 3 a.m., you'll hear this particular sound. I go, what the fuck?
Time to get up.
Who in God's name that a rooster could crow 2 to 3 a.m.?
I grew up. My aunt and uncles have farms, like pig farms and mink farm. They even had silver fox farms at one point, but they farmed a lot of stuff, different things, and they had chickens too. And wherever you stay there, that's what you heard all the time. Roosters going crazy.
Maybe they call for Doc. I don't know.
Yeah, what happened to all those chickens Doc used to have around his house? They haven't been online anymore. Did he fucking eat them, or
They're in
were they
therapy.
supper?
Or maybe they donate to KFC.
Could be.
Or either KFC, Popeye's chicken, or could be a church chickens.
Those are a bunch of don't ask, don't tell chickens. You know what I'm saying?
Chickens. Or Chick-fil-A.
Just picture the chickens looking around. Where'd Sally go? Where'd Sally go? Oh no. Someone got Sally.
Where's Sally go? I don't know.
Sally.
Make it ha with Mr. Cock.
Oh, did you signing somebody's? That's just gone.
Not just any other not any other rooster. What's the name of that rooster? Doomcock.
Doomcock.
Dun 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 dun. See, I just brought the music back.
That's the intro. I drew a character like that. He has armor and everything. A little rooster. I try to draw a character of every fucking nonsense there is. Like, I can make a character for that. Yeah, give it to me.
Why the hell not?
What's his name? Is it gonna be Cock?
Yeah.
Mr. Woodcock. Remember that old movie called Mr. Woodcock?
There's an actual movie?
Yes, there's an actual movie starring what's the name of that guy again? Billy Bob Thornton.
No shit.
Well, guess what my spouse's mother's family maiden name is?
Really?
Woodcock?
Yeah. Yep.
Woodcock.
Yep. So it's actually a family name out there.
No kidding.
Yep. Generations of woodcocks exist.
Oh my god. Eddie Cock will do.
No, this would.
That's one of those ones that, like, man, I wish.
Oh shit! Masters of the Thunderdance saying, "Why did you take her name instead?"
It's time to change the family name. You know, they say like a Smith is like from they'd be like a blacksmith, like your family name relates back to something that your family did.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you get back to Woodcock. No. And my
Greg
last name's
says-
Corkum. So it's been, but corks as in like wine and stuff like that. You know, you can take it back to that. But, yeah.
I have a fortune cookie meme that says that wasn't chicken. Yeah.
Now I remember there was a sign like that and it said "Now with real chicken." I was like, "What the hell? What the hell was
I've
that?"
seen it before.
Yeah. Rooster says, "Any cockle do? Any cockle do?"
Mr. Woodcock. And there isn't a bird that goes by the name.
Mrs. Woodcock. There's a Mrs. Woodcock, dude.
The wood.
There's even a bird goes by the name Woodcock, the American woodcock.
Oh yes. Yeah, I forgot about that. I think you're right.
And somewhere in Asia there's a bird goes by the name, I kid you not, goes by the name Himalayan snowcock.
Himalayan snowcock.
Well, what him a be laying?
That sounds like a bad Stan Lee villain.
Look out! It's Himalayan hyphen next page. Woodcock.
Can you imagine? It'd be one of those monster issues, and the kids at the spinner rack going, "Mom, look, it's got the."
I wonder what logo you have on his chest.
Well, ladies and all right, guys. Well, I got a bail. I will see you all later. I don't know if everybody's mute now.
He's hiding. Oh,
Nope,
did we
very
lose?
good. Who did we lose?
I couldn't hear you if you were talking.
Really? Weird.
But all right, gentlemen. Everybody can find me right there, foresight11.com. Head over there, sign up, get information on the next campaign when it goes, not too long from now. And if you have a book from the last campaign, hopefully within a month, we should start fulfilling. I'm hoping.
Okay.
Nice.
All about
Very cool.
Later, guys.
All right.
Later, man.
Later. Levi.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Homer, I just want to say, if your rooster's yelling this, he's gay.
That's true. That is true. Gay chickens. Is that like?
Sounds more like something a hen would say. I'm just saying. Doesn't sound like that.
Hen.
You hear me? You hear me talk? Yeah.
You see, Australia has one called the Peckerwood named Liam Gray.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah.
And here we go.
Yeah.
I was just like, no, what happened to my channel? I was only gone for 10 minutes.
Oh.
Hey, by the way, is it today's Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yes. Don't ask Pop who he's rooting for.
I ain't asking.
I still haven't picked one out. How about you guys? You guys decided on who you want to win yet?
I don't know.
I'm Canadian, so I don't even know who's in the Super Bowl. I haven't paid attention. There's a lot of Canadians who do like football.
So go Grey Cup.
Yeah, go Grey Cup, but even Grey Cup, I wouldn't even most of the time. Our Ottawa team, I believe, won it at one point. I can't even tell you. But anyways, yeah.
Omer. I just wanted to say, in response to this and this, yeah, I know you have an appointment on Blue Sky. We'll talk to you later.
What's going? Who's you got now? Is that Dorn again?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just flipping around, trying to see what other art I had around that I wanted to play with a bit. It's an old picture of a Liger. I don't think in the story he'll ever look like this, but
nice. What's your favorite animal, Napoleon? Liger.
I had to explain what a Liger was to somebody once. So I've had the character for years called Liger, like back to when I was a teenager, and I got contacted on Facebook by this guy at one place. Hey, I'm the first person to have a Liger character. I'm like, well, geez, I copyrighted it back in Canadian copyrighted it the way you could do mailing it back to yourself. I said, geez, almost 35 years ago, right? And then I realized he didn't spell it right. I'm like, oh, you don't even spell it the same way. I said, it's a lion and a tiger. That's why it's a Liger. L-I from lion, the G-E-R from tiger. That's why it's Liger.
Right.
But anyways, but he didn't know that. I never heard back from him again. I was like, okay, see you later. Thanks for trying to convince me that you have some kind of copyright on something that you don't. And I told him, I said, I don't care if you use it. I said, it's an open term,
Right. Sounds. Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like one of those like you can't really, like Thor. Like everybody's got a Thor.
Yeah, you can't do anything with Thor. The mythos came first. Yeah.
Or Zeus or Hercules.
Yeah, any of the gods. And even like with Raquel 3, we'll be introducing Lilith, right? You can't do anything with Lilith. That's been around for forever. Everybody's been
Lilith's been around in biblical.
Yep. Even though they tried to hide her.
Mind you, they use God for everything on Marvel.
Yeah.
God mode, everything.
Well, even then, like there's like rules if you want to use a. So what I did, so in the current Forsaken Future, it's John Liger. Like I don't even. It's his last name, right? You're allowed to do that stuff. You can't create the Hulk again, but if you call it Billy Hulk or Jimmy Hulk,
there you go.
It's okay. You get around the legal
Jim
part of
Hulk.
it. Jim the Hulk, as long as he's not, of course, green, running around with purple pants. And
I was looking for the Hulk's powers and stuff that he can do that they don't really express in the stories.
Yeah.
And I came across something that was kind of crazy. They said that if they were to ever kill the Hulk in any which way, form, or fashion, that he can respawn back to his first place where he got his gamma radiations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Like, really?
So I was a big Ghost Rider fan, and I didn't know. So
yeah,
I caught on.
The Hellfire as well can kill him.
Yeah,
but he has no reason to, so he hasn't.
Right, but as well, like if you kill Ghost Rider, like there's one episode where they shoot him with a rocket launcher, and all these kind of mercs are trying to kill him for money. It just blows him right up, but he just kind of just forms back out of the goo in the ground, right? Because he's a demon, you can't just do that to him. You can't just finish him off. He's not of this realm, of that world.
Yeah, but that's kind of a way to end the story, which makes it easier. You can make another arc and make him come back any other way. Yeah.
But here's something really odd. Ghost Rider was also in the comics of Days of Future Past. In their alternate future, Ghost Rider was also one of the victims of the Sentinels attack.
Oh. that would imply that possibly a mutant had gotten a piece of his the crest that powers him. Like Ghost Rider is actually, because each part of the Ghost Rider kind of trilogy, Vengeance, Johnny Blaze would have had it. All those guys have a piece of an amulet in them, within them that goes. That's what the whole trilogy was with their Lilith, was she was trying to get the pieces of this amulet to reassemble it. So I don't know why the devil broke it up into a bunch of pieces and gave it to all these different Ghost Rider characters that they became, but that's kind of some of the lore of what was going on with them.
So I guess I'm going back to the Hulk thing. So if you destroy the Hulk, does he regenerate? Are you saying in the same spot out in the Nevada desert, or just where he's at? He regenerates.
I couldn't fathom the idea, so I just cut it short. So all I got was that about him respawning,
right?
And I couldn't. I was like, okay, that's weird. There's no way of cleaning up because it messes up the lore of the comic book Bible.
Right. Didn't Peter David come out later on and say that the Hulk is basically like a piece of cancer, where it just grows and grows and grows type of deal, unless it's
yeah. I know his anger is like that. Like if you were to look at him as like he just becomes stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, right? So,
right.
As you keep fighting him, you don't want to keep making him mad. You need someone to kind of calm him down.
So like you gotta chop them into pieces and mail them in different parts of the world, or throw them somewhere in the solar system, right?
You could have some kind of plan.
Yeah.
Shooting him into space is a pretty good idea. You can get him up there. Yeah,
that has never worked.
No?
I know, right? They always have it animated.
He's not very bright, so hopefully he'll never find his way back.
Yeah. Or even like didn't Doctor Strange wouldn't put him in the dream realm for a while, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Play with his mind.
Same thing they did to Jason.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jason versus Freddy.
You want to have premarital sex? You want to do drugs and have premarital? And he grabs them in the what's that? The sleeping bag. He starts smashing them. Like he figured it out. That's funny.
I'm really rooting. I'm not rooting. I'm leaning towards rooting for the Eagles.
And who's the other? Is it the Chiefs, the other one? Or I heard something about the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chiefs and Eagles.
I usually watch it sometimes. Like I'll tune into the game if it's a good one, see if it's close. I love a good comeback. I love a good underdog story.
Right. I seen Bill Belichick was in line at one of the red carpet events or whatever, wearing all of his fucking Super Bowl rings, and that's what he said about the game. He's like, whoever has the ball last is going to win. You just want a good game.
So you kept collecting those rings like an infinity gauntlet.
Dude, it fucking looked like
that would be
shit,
awesome.
Dude.
Some guy comes out with a gauntlet for him.
He was blinged out like fucking crazy.
They call me a madman.
He was probably wearing like the Super Bowl rings even from when he was like an assistant with the Giants and stuff.
He goes to snap his fingers and all the security jumps on him before he does it.
Yeah.
All 6 infinity stones and simply snap my fingers, and I'll cease to exist. I call that mercy.
And have you guys ever seen Bill Belichick's girlfriend / wife, whatever the fuck she is?
Are you saying I should see her, or now I'm not? After you describe it like that, I don't know if I should.
Well, I'm just wondering because my wife just discovered his girlfriend like this weekend. She's like, "Have you seen Bill Belichick's girlfriend?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Holy crap!" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "He's like 30 years older than her."
God damn.
Yeah, she's a freaking hottie. Yeah, she's a hottie for sure.
I don't know nothing about no memes, and you can go ahead and try to DM me on Blue Sky since we know you're there. But guess what? I'm not.
She's probably like in her 30s, so it's not like she's like real young. But still, I mean, dude's like in his 60s, right?
Yeah.
Or 70s, or
He's got lots of money, I bet.
yeah.
You'll see the new White House press secretary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd see a special one.
So, what you should do is watch Beavis and Butthead meet Trump, and because they discuss the new White House press secretary.
Yeah. Would you smash?
Would you smash that?
It's just score. Yeah, it just boing.
Did we just score?
He just said straight up before Melania. Hell yeah, son.
I didn't even know if before Melania. It's probably Wednesday for Trump.
So I looked at a wiki about this press secretary just out of curiosity. I realized that. Hold on a second. She's married. And so, okay, that's cool. Then as I scroll down to go, hold on a second. She's married to a much older dude. He's 60.
What?
Yeah, there you go.
Dang.
Makes sense. She's gold digging, and now she's getting popularity from being the press secretary. She's finding her
The youngest press secretary in history. And
is she? I didn't know that.
yeah, 27.
Damn, that is. I mean, if her husband's in his 60s, that is 30 years.
I looked at it, as I read it, I thought, damn, he could be as old as her dad.
Or older. Isn't that something? Imagine the family dinners. Yeah.
Everybody's like,
Thanksgivings.
Most people just get caught up in how good she looks and they ain't paying no attention to what she's saying.
That's good because she doesn't sound very bright, to tell you the truth.
Well, brighter than the last one. Come on.
I don't know the last ones, but she just the way she answers questions sometimes seems like she's just.
I mean, the last one couldn't answer a question.
Pretty bad when they can't answer the question. I guess, it's hard to get a read on Trump, so I'm assuming it's hard to answer his questions. You don't know what he's up to. The art of the deal.
I'm not worried about it. Handle business. I wanted a businessman in charge of this country since Ross Perot. I wanted him.
That's who?
Ross
Perot.
Another businessman who tried to be president. I wish he'd have won back then.
I voted for.
We wouldn't be in half the mess we're in now if Ross Perot would have won back then.
The 96, I voted for Perot. I think that's when he switched over to the Libertarian Party, I think is what it was. 96.
Never heard of a Libertarian Party. Wow.
And
Okay.
what I liked about Ross Perot in 92 was, he was one of the first guys to come out with an infomercial. Like, literally, this is how bad it was. Like, we're throwing a party, like, on a weekend or whatever, and it's like, I don't know, let's just say 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. We're all drunk as shit, partying up, and all of a sudden, Ross Perot's
Ross
infomercial
Perot,
comes
how
on.
you doing?
Yeah.
Check out
How you
this
doing out there?
right here.
And he was the first guy to come out and say, how can you have the Chinese making all of our troops boots? He's like, what would happen if we went to war?
Yeah, you think they're going to keep making our Band-Aids and our bullets? Come on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He was calling it out way back in '92.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I wanted a businessman to take over this country a long time ago, and I wish it had happened then, because we wouldn't be in a lot of the shit we're in now.
Well, he was
manufacturing would have never left this country if Perot had won the presidency back then.
He was a popular enough candidate back then that he actually made the debate stage with Clinton.
Yeah,
and,
I remember the name.
And Bush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely remember.
He
I
got
heard it in a long time.
2% of the vote or something. I mean, only third person to ever really make a dent.
Yeah. Yep. He had my vote. Because that was my first.
I wish they would go back to the way it used to be, where the winner, the loser, is vice president. So you have both parties represented in the White House, and you know what I mean? It's like they have to work together. That's the way it used to be.
Yeah, ain't anymore.
Now that it's so split that you don't have.
It's a mess.
Yeah. But back then, that's the way it used to be. The loser became vice president, and that made all the sense.
Oh, really? It kind of makes sense.
Second place. He gets to be
Never
vice
heard that.
right?
Yeah, it kind of makes sense to me. That way you have to work together.
Yes.
Edwin, that looks fucking phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Look at the depth even on the teeth and the lips. And
Nice.
What's up, Animation Overlord? Good to see you, brother.
What's up, man?
Now look, you animators, I know there's a few of you in the group and around the madness and stuff. You guys, it's okay for you to come out and show off your fucking chops too, man. It's, we like to see that stuff. Cue had an earthquake. See that?
Uh-oh.
Just holding.
I've not seen the electric racer today, though. I'm very disappointed that it's.
Oh, the electric racer?
And he's got like regular pencils. Look at
electric.
that.
Oh yeah.
He's got like them regular little loaded.
Oh, you got multiples. Equal opportunity. All right. Nice. You're gonna make me buy one, just to see how it works.
Buy one, get one free.
Invest in their stock. Electric racers coming soon.
You're gonna make me buy one just to see how it works.
Being someone who's been drawing since I was like 6, so for 30 plus years, I got stuff all over the place. Different things I've tried. So, electric racer was never on the list till Q.
You know what's funny, Jordan? I have a stack of art that the grandkids have drawn. All the stuff they did when they were 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. I got all that shit, man. I got a big old stack of fucking kid art.
Yeah,
Can't
I still
wait
got
till
my
30.
Do it all to him. Here you go.
Look how good you are when you were 2. Of course, I do have a couple of grandkids that can draw pretty dang good, so kind of impressed with what they pulled off.
Yeah, and it is a skill. It's like anything. You gotta put your time into it, or.
Dude, I've filled up like 4 or 5 sketchbooks already.
But usually, you can see as a kid whether they're when they're young. Like myself, like I was drawing when I was very young. I would have been probably 6 or 7 when I started drawing, I think. So
I just want them to be good enough to know that they can go do that if they want to.
Exactly. That's what I wish would, kind of was saying before I was in a foster family and stuff. So I would have loved to have had the opportunity to go to have somebody actually foster what I could do. Same with sports. I was really good at sports, but sports and drawing was really what I did.
I started at the womb. Came out with a T square.
Oh, ow.
It was painful. It was painful for my mom.
Oh, yeah. But you didn't mind in the end?
Was that art?
He's going to be an artist or a carpenter.
What the fuck is this? A sword?
How did you get that in there? Is there an art store up in there somewhere?
Already sculpted a mask in the womb, was wearing it.
The doctor's like, oh my god, what the fuck? It's the devil!
Little race car suit driving out in. Side note. That'd be awesome.
Look what Jesus did.
I was just trying to make him ready when he came out. Jump ahead of the skill set. Yeah, get ahead of the
He's
grade.
just letting you know he already had a plan. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been here before, and it was fun, so I came back.
Yeah. I really loved my T-square, so I kept it with me in the afterlife and back out the other side.
So that's why I left it. He's like, oh, too late, they're pulling me out.
I'm not finished drawing yet.
Yeah. Look at this doctor slapping me.
Tumor.
Why are you hitting me for? I'm gonna remember that when I come back.
The revenge tour.
Yeah, I was born with a lot of skills that I didn't even learn. It was just there already. Like, what the fuck? I know how to do this. I'm possessed. So weird. I picked up the piano one time and played it like I was like taught. I was like, really?
Like Beethoven.
I believe some of it can.
Mozart.
Like, some of it's genetics. Like some of the things you pick up. Like I come from a very creative family. Like I guess back in the day you had to be to survive. I suppose. Like but they like
right.
You know, almost everything in my family. There's a mix of artists, carpenters, just weird things. Like my grandparents used to make apple dolls. Sounds like a weird thing, but it's very kind of folkish to do. But they did it amazing. My grandfather would make the furniture. My grandmother would make the dolls.
Yeah, but look at our history is with a bunch of sculptures and stuff. Yeah. So I think that was the first language, and the most hype is like a photograph, but ours were a sculpture. Because look at the sculptures; they're super detailed. It's ridiculous how they went in, y'all, on every cuticle and.
Well, yeah, like the Michelangelo sculpture. Oh my god!
Oh my god! Like, what the hell?
Lifetimes, yeah.
It's like
a lifetime doing that. It's just crazy.
Like Medusa just looked at him, you know, like petrified. It's incredible on how sculpture is like one of the highest forms of artistry. A lot of people find that amazing. It's like, what the fuck? But when you know how to do it, it's like it takes away the magic.
Well, yeah.
Because we learn how to manipulate a three-dimensional picture on a flat surface. Imagine with a piece of clay. You're God.
There's only one dude that can do that. It's Jim O'Reilly.
Dun 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 dun.
Actually, Edwin rivals Jim O'Reilly. That's what's cool. These two guys are both so freaking talented.
Oh shit!
I do that too.
The Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, they're both badasses, and they know it. And Jim just like acts like he doesn't believe it, but it's true. Mm-hmm. Edwin knows his shit's badass. He knows it.
Yeah. Because I've seen the competition, and I've seen a lot of other people who use the AI now, whatever the hell. You know, all of a sudden they progress so quickly. No, stop it. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this since I was 3. I know how what it takes to get to a certain level, and you know, some people have it, some people don't. You know, I understand that, and there's a lot of people there also who are afraid of putting themselves out there because they know that they're gonna get ripped off. I understand that. You know what I mean? Getting ripped off because of your capabilities. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll be like, "Oh, he's gonna jump on it." Because every artist is a starving artist, if you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna become famous until the coolest mother emperor is gonna be like, "Yeah, that guy is cool. Do his work. You know, buy his stuff." You know, if you don't get the cool guy to represent you, you know, you're gonna be the short fat guy who could draw very well. You know. But I'm tired of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, hey, you think you got it? You got it. Let's see it. They're gonna give you a topic, and if you can't take care of that, that means you suck. You just do whatever you can do. You have a talent. So what? But can you
exactly? If you don't hone that talent, like
right.
I was around so many good artists as a teenager too. Like one of my friends was a really good artist, and then there was this other guy who was super good back in the small town I was in, but he never went anywhere with it. Right? He was like miles ahead of everything that you know, but he's never done nothing with it. So it's interesting that, you know, again, it is a hobby too. So if you just what we get out of it doing it is enough sometimes, right? The brain break, the creative expression, you know.
Well, when I was in school and they saw that I had an artistic ability, they took advantage of it immediately.
Yeah, I wish someone would have.
Yeah, with billboards and doing these stupid damn boards on the wall and all that. And you know, they let you slide with a math test or a social studies. You know what I'm saying? They'll give you a good grade or whatever. I was like, really? Y'all slick with that. You know what I'm saying? Until they pushed me into going to art and design. But then they don't tell you what were the qualifications of being in art and design. It's expensive. You know what I mean? Even a regular high school is expensive. You need to have your all the stuff you need to make these projects. Because if you don't pass these projects, you're gonna fail.
Yeah, just the supplies alone.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They didn't tell you that. You know what I'm saying? And they do have school stuff that you could use, but people know about that, so they jump on it, you know, ahead of time. And you know, there's a stampede of motherfuckers. You got the dodge to jump and get that camera. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I need this camera away. You know, and if you wasn't there, if you skipped the day, it was over. You're like, you missed off like 5 episodes of shit. Yeah, that would give you like 4 hours of art, and everything else was hop, skip, and a jump for like math or English, or you know, it was quick. You know what I'm saying? But everything else, it was longer art classes, which was fun. You know what I'm saying? It was great, and it was like a competition of people trying to show off. You know?
Well, that's what makes you better, though. Like it's just like in fighting, like in the UFC, and that they would say steel sharpens steel. Like if you get around somebody and you're a competitive person and you want to be better, you'll learn from each other. You know what I mean? And everybody will become stronger from it. Yeah.
I did that with the other kid in my grade that was a really good artist. Instead of just treating him like he was competition, I ended up being his best friend.
Right, which was the smarter move. Because tell you the truth, that the only teacher that taught me something wasn't the art teachers and all that. It was the photographer who taught me something, which is like, wait, that's weird. All righty then. So why didn't I take photography? You know what I mean?
You never know who can help you.
The photographer showed me more than what I already knew and didn't know the words to. You know what I mean? I didn't give a crap what the hell foreshortening meant. Yeah. I knew how to draw it.
Yeah.
I didn't care what a certain word meant. I knew how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So once you don't know how to pass that, they're gonna fail you. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, he doesn't really know what's he's the words to the things he's doing. It's so dumb. You know what I mean?
I applied to college to be to do a graphic design course at one point, and they asked me to submit my realism drawings of realistic things. I think is the way it was. I told them I didn't have any. So I drew superheroes. I drew graphic design of logos. I did things like that, and they kind of laughed at me and said, "No, if you don't do realism, like I said, well, I don't sit around drawing bowls of fruit and stuff. That's not what I do." Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It's like whatever.
Yo, let me tell you, man. The photographer tells me, I know you couldn't get a camera and blah 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 whatever. So I'm gonna give you a passing grade, but I know you have ability to do, you know, an artistic piece that we're looking for. So he said, paint me an eagle. right? So I was like, okay, so if I paint you an eagle, the most detailed, you pass me from this class. He's like, yeah. So he brought his painted eagle before mine, and I was saying, oh wow, how'd you do it so quickly? And he told me, I took a picture of one.
Yeah.
And then I put it on he said he put it on an accordion camera, took a picture of the picture he pictured with a knee high over it. He put a knee high over the lens, and he got Vaseline with a paintbrush, and he made gestures of what the picture was. And the accordion camera picked up the brush stroke, and he laid it right over the photo, took a picture of it, and he put it in a nice glass frame. And you're not gonna crack that open, you know what I mean? And be like, oh yeah, let me see if it's real or not. You know what I'm saying? So he prints it over canvas, and you swear somebody painted that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he named it
God damn.
He names it some Italian painter name he made up. So yeah, so he'll make orders. He'll make orders of people who want certain paintings and stuff like that, and he does it. He pulls that same bullshit. He prints it on a canvas.
Yeah.
And you swear, yo, this guy got skills, homie. Of course. He's freaking picture perfect. So he taught me that, and I was like, oh, wow. I see what you did there. That's beautiful. You know what I mean? So he was like, that's what it's going to get to when it comes to painting and stuff like that. People want the most detailed painting. Oh, this is the best artist in the world. Of course. So now Michelangelo did that, and so did Da Vinci. They knew a way to manipulate the light structure with a certain thing, and whatever the hell it was called. And
chiaroscuro.
Yeah, I was gonna say the shadow.
Yeah, he would paint these people picture perfect. Of course, he's copying. He said, "You don't move, don't move." All right. So people were afraid not to move, and they would listen. You know, there is no such thing as super stillness, but people stood enough for him to get that down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh, some people can stand really still.
Right. Yeah, but once he mastered it, he knew how to drop the shades. You know what I'm saying? He knew the light where the light directions were.
Yeah, it's just like anybody who drew Batman for 20 years. You know what I mean? You see Jim Lee or someone draw Batman or whatever, they just go. But here's the thing: like they have a set thing they just do. It's just repetitive. When I was at a con,
muscle memory, but visual memory is different.
It is, yeah. And once you get to that, it's good.
Yeah,
I was at a con, and the guy next. Oh, sorry, go for it.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Oh no, go for it. You're talking about something with light.
Oh, light. Yeah, the light structure is everywhere. A photon is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But it varies. So wherever the light is focal point is, you're gonna see the greater light to the dispersive light. You know what I'm saying? So the light was gonna jump over anything that overlaps and gives off a shadow. You know what I mean? And if you can manipulate that on paper, you're looking at a picture of how it's supposed to be seen. You know what I mean? So not everybody can draw a perspective with light. It's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? You can't see where it begins and ends. You know what I'm saying? But when you can have something that be brighter and darker by its level, you can tell the distance of a picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The shadow is powerful. If you don't know where to throw that light, you don't know where the light direction is coming from or what's obstructing the light, you can't tell the distance of certain things.
Yeah, and it's going to look off, no matter what. It's going to look off to anybody who looks at it if you can't figure out where the shadows are coming from. And sometimes people double shadow it, like they don't know, so they kind of put shadows all over the place they conflict with, but don't make sense.
I hate when people hide stuff. Yeah, it says when in doubt, black it out. Was that.
And even Finch talks about doing just one light angle. If you're an artist, he says you can get away with just, I forget which one it is, but I don't know if it's right down. But he talks in one of his videos about, look, he says, I see it all the time. I get portfolios for people. People don't know how to do shadows. If you just stick to this one light angle and just work with it, you'll be fine, right? Don't try and do two or three if you don't understand one.
Right. The overhead shot is always the one where everybody puts the light on the ceiling. So that's where all the shadows come. But the most creepy and more realistic shadows are from underneath and from the sides. You know what I mean?
Clap on.
Right.
Right. It's also it has to be an enticing looking picture because lighting could be too strong or too weak. You know,
And it makes the mood. Like, you know,
right,
if you have a horror
the mood.
thing or your mood comes from your lighting.
I love lighting. It's crazy. There was a teacher who would scream shadow. Where are the shadows? No shadows. That was a friend of mine who had that. One of his teachers would scream at him like that. He's like, if it was wrong, he would crumble it.
Oh, jeez. That's a hard
wrong shadows, no shadows.
I heard an animator one time.
Yeah.
I didn't see any shadow. Early spring?
Early spring. Not a groundhog. What the hell?
Yeah. If they don't see a shadow, that means spring. But if they do see a shadow, we have a 6 weeks of winter.
And ours didn't see a shadow, so it is an early spring here, apparently.
Lucky bastard.
I forget his name. It's not Willie the groundhog, but anyway.
That's what your groundhog's name, Willie?
It could be.
The name of a peepee.
Never mind now. Don't you judge our groundhog up here in Canada. We're not taking that. You can tariff us, but you're not. You're not insulting our groundhog, damn it. Wait a second, Q. You guys, where are you out at? You're in not Holland, but you're over.
I'm in the Netherlands, but we don't observe that groundhog thingamajig.
I was about to ask. Okay, so it's not a thing there.
Thingamajig.
Come on, it was a great movie too.
It is a great movie, no doubt about that.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
Yeah. Great concept for a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So going back to that shadow thing and placing shadows and stuff, I was listening to an animator talk about basically the way he charges people sometimes, and he was explaining that in animation, the big charge is shadows. Like the minute we have to start dropping shadows into animation, that's when the money really picks up.
Oh yeah, I love it.
I first wanted to go into animation. Actually, when I went to college, I tried to get into animation at one point, but when I was younger, I did, until I found out that one person draws Mickey Mouse's hands, one person draws his eyes, one person draws his head, and he's like, "Huh?
Pass it on quickly."
That's my job, would be to draw his hand over and over again. Oh, come on. Now.
Yeah. I used to do in Manhattan. I used to tattoo, and I had to do an outline, pass it on to the colorist. I was like, this is weird. Or sometimes they would pass me a line, someone traced something out, and I had to put the shades and pass them on. But it's because there was a lot of people, and they didn't care, and people didn't know the way things were supposed to be done. But you know how much cross-contamination was going down?
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. I can imagine.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they were rocking it out there. They were like, oh, yeah, bust him out. Pass him to the other guy. He'll shade him. And if you ain't got time to put the color, pass it on to the color guy.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, yo. And that was during the 80s.
If
yo,
it works.
The 90s, yeah. Yo, it's crazy. That was in Coney Island. That was crazy in Coney Island. They would do that, yo. Little quick lick 'em and stick 'em. So you sit down, somebody sticks a needle in you. Yeah.
You call it lick and stick 'em?
Yeah, lick 'em and stick 'em. That's what they call them. That's because they're like little
lick 'em and stick 'em.
Tattoo.
Speaking about that, I've seen one meme. I've seen one meme from.
That was the name of those tattoos. The little quick freaking what do you call them things? The flash work. Yeah, because once you made the stencil out of it, you had to wet the area and put the paper on there. So it was called lick 'em and stick 'em when you didn't have the little solution.
Oh shit! I've seen one meme from I think it's from the Peanuts. There's
Yeah.
two of the characters. I can't remember from the top of my head. It was it was technically a sibling. I think one of them, the guy could be Linus, and the other one is what's the name of that chick in
Lucy.
blue dress? Lucy. Lucy says to Linus, and I kid you not, that's the caption reads this. Say, if you don't lick it before you stick it, I'm gonna knock your block off.
Why would she say that to her brother?
I don't know.
Lucy was mean.
It's a meme. I laughed myself off. This is so wrong.
But back then was innocent times. No one ever, right? No one would ever take it like that.
No. No.
Little did they know. He's gonna need a medic. Medic.
Calling the medic.
Breathe.
Breathe.
Oxygen,
Breathe.
oxygen. Do you have a paper bag nearby? Do you have a paper bag?
See your nose. See your nose.
We're gonna save you. We're all doctors, honest.
Trust
Inhale
me,
your
I'm a
liquid
doctor.
paper. Use your electric racer, quick.
What the heck was that vibration?
What do you mean?
Is this the electric
It's
eraser?
an electric racer. Don't you have an electric racer? Come on. It's a Netherlands special.
You like it?
But this?
Yeah.
What these things?
Still another one.
Well, it's a good tool. This one and the only difference between these two was this is more precise and that one is more overall.
What do you use it for? Taking out the line work, the wire line.
Sometimes they use it for precise erasing or mostly use it for another form of shade works. But I use this
highlights. Okay.
For the highlights. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah. I'm just starting to get for the first time when I did my Raquel 3 cover. I actually used for the first time a kneaded eraser on it in spots to lighten up. It's the first time I'd never thought of using a kneaded eraser before, but I'm starting to understand how it. Because sometimes you get your pencils build up, right? And it's like, how can I lighten this out so everything looks the same? Well, kneaded eraser works great. It cleans up.
Yeah. That's why I transitioned to digital, where it's gonna go anyway. And sometimes you can clean all the artwork there, but digitally, it's kind of like really good. It's they're mimicking the airbrush, they're mimicking the paintbrush, they're mimicking the kneaded eraser, they're mimicking any style of eraser digitally. You know what I mean?
Oh
yeah,
I started that
digital art software. Yeah, for like 15.
Sometimes I miss it. I miss traditional. That's why I'm doing it today. It's fun. I like the texture it gives, and you cannot erase. You must fix it.
Right. Yeah.
Because there's no Control Z.
That's funny because I was working on a product called Corel Painter, which was at one point the only digital painting software out there. Like there was still Photoshop and Photo Paint and all that, but it was the only real digital painting software with all the brushes and watercolors that were just bleed into each other. It was really good software, but we had artists come in to test it all the time, and I heard that all the time. You can't, you're not allowed to erase. Like I never use an eraser. It's like, okay, but I do. I have to use an eraser like all the time. There's definitely a breed that don't. It's a happy mistake, right? Work it in.
So yeah, man, art has kept me afloat throughout my entire life. I never had a real job, tell you the truth.
Really?
It was like a short time that I had a real job.
Nice. That is the dream.
What job?
I hope to retire and be able to draw.
No, that's just they have you thinking that, man. And when your time comes, your time comes. What are you gonna do after that? Nothing. Just live it, man. Just be healthy. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Whichever which way it makes money, fuck everybody else.
Yep.
Hey, man.
It's the prisoner of the system you grow up in, really.
That care stuff went with the 90s.
That's a great saying.
Man, nobody really gives a shit no more. Nobody
No,
really gives
it's true.
No
it's
more.
true.
Once you're dead, what you gonna do?
So true.
I retired, blah, blah, blah. For what? To die?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I retired to die. Yeah.
No. Well, speaking as a retired guy,
to us with Social Security and all that shit. It's gonna happen regardless.
I'm medically retired, and when people ask me like how, because I got medically retired at the age of 44, so they're like, "What's the secret?" And I'm like, "You need two hobbies. You literally need an outside hobby and an inside hobby."
Interesting.
So that's the secret to retirement. You have to stay busy.
Yeah.
You got to find your new job.
Yeah, exactly. That's interesting. The outside part with the inside. I like that.
Yeah, well,
it keeps you active, and that's what I've missed a lot since I stopped playing sports in the last 4 years.
Right.
Yeah,
well, you're kind of sort of in the same weather pattern as me, right? You get 4 seasons, right?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, if I was down in Arizona, I might only have an outside hobby. I love gardening that much.
Cool. It's supposed to be very zen. Very.
Yeah.
And you get to grow something and then enjoy it, and then share it as well in some cases.
Yep.
There's a lot you can get out of that.
Yeah, my neighbors love me. They get tomatoes and they get cucumbers, and I'm actually pretty pissed off in the like around December when all my onions run out. I'm like, fuck, I gotta buy onions now.
That's the way it was. Like when I grew up, that's the way it was. Like my mom, I had no dad around, so it was had a mom. You know what I mean? So, and that was it. But we had a garden in the backyard that was huge, and my grandparents lived across the street, and they had an even bigger garden. So that's what you did. You came home from school, and you actually split wood, and you went out to the garden, and you picked the string beans for supper. Or Pete, she would tell you what to go get, dig up the potatoes. I doubt many people of the younger generation have that type of experience. Just doesn't seem to be the same.
My mom used pulling weeds as punishment, and now I do it for enjoyment. So.
Yeah, especially with what I mentioned earlier, like my aunt and uncles had a farm. You know what I mean? So I grew up around a lot of that type of outdoorsy type. You don't just go buy something at a store. My mother made my mittens that I wore in the winter time, or someone knit you a shirt. You know what I mean, like a sweater for you to wear. And when it didn't fit, they'd be all upset because they spent all this time knitting you a sweater that doesn't fit. It's like because you grow out of it. They're like, oh. But anyway.
Yeah, we're the same way here. Where it was, we didn't own the cows. My best friend owned the cows. But he was 2 houses down, and the pasture ran behind our house, type of deal.
Yeah.
But we were always playing in the play for it, and you stayed the night down there. And then in the morning, you got real milk with your cereal. Mr. Hill would actually, Sometimes you weren't too really thrilled with it because it would be really fresh, like still warm.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. No, that's. But I've had the same thing too. And one of the funniest things I think most people want to experience is when we used to go fishing, there'd be a field between us and the river, and it was a neighbor's field with bulls and cows in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd go over that fence, you got chased by a bull every time.
Yeah.
You'd have to go running for your life.
Dang it!
You want to get a motivation as a teenager to run fast. That was how you did it. But you just did it. You didn't even think about it. You're like, I got to go fishing. Well, that's the quickest way. I'm not going to spend a half hour walking around the field. I'll let the bull chase me. What the hell?
Yep.
One kid goes, the other goes. Yeah.
A bull up the ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
There's a bull. Oh, that's bullshit. No, there's a bull. There's a bull. Oh, shit.
Behind you.
Get to the chopper.
You always let the first kid distract him, right? You go first, Jimmy. Yeah, now he's running that way. My turn.
Don't worry, he don't bite. I know he don't bite.
Oh, no, they don't bite. Yeah, they trample. Yes, much worse.
I guess one of the all of a sudden Neil Patrick Harris shows up out of nowhere and saying, "Out of my way, freaks!"
Fastest kid wins.
Out of my way,
versus animals. They always win. You saw that monkey?
That's enough. That's another practice for him. Go to Spain.
A wig.
Yeah. Spain. I'd be like, oh yeah, but look, a bunch of bulls. I got you.
You ripped that freaking dude's head off like a wig.
I'd be wondering, why are all the bulls in the street? What went wrong here? We keep them all in the fenced area.
You messed up. You can't kill the cow.
Who let the gate open? This is a big problem.
Stop, everyone, but I'm dying here. Nope, sorry. You got a cow coming.
Even worse. You act like it's a bull and it's a cow. Oh, he's charging me. Help me. No, it just wants to lick you. It's all good.
So guess what? The god is here. You're good.
Yeah. Cows don't typically run, so.
Like, what the fuck? Somebody get me to the hospital. There's a freaking cow in the way. Go around it. No.
No. Yeah. You'd always hear about kids going out and going cow tipping. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but anyways.
Yeah, some people said that it's not real.
Oh, really? I've never done it.
We
I
know
had
the
friends who
cows
said they
wide
did it.
like a table.
Yeah, they apparently they sleep standing up. I've never really. To tell you the truth. Usually, they usually take your cows in at night, so it's not like you're one by a field and there's a bunch of cows outside, right? So that's why I never understood when people would tell the story. Unless someone forgot to put their cows in at night. But anyways, cows can't really defend themselves. Kind of fall on something, maybe.
No.
Oh, see. Somebody tipping me over.
So underneath the hayloft, is the feeding area, and we used to lure them in with flakes, and then drop down through the hole and ride them out.
Oh, get out of here!
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it was almost like a little trap where you would get the cow to come into the barn and go into the put their head into the eating area because you drop a couple flakes down, and then you would simply just jump down the hole and jump on their back, and it would kind of startle them a little bit, and they'd go running back out into the field.
Giddy up.
So,
yeah.
Giddy up, cow rider.
I can't say I've ever seen anybody ride a cow before. Yeah. You're a real cowboy.
Yeah, not really successfully. I mean, you wanted to basically make it out of. Yeah.
It's all about how you tell the story, damn it.
Yeah. In the feeding area, that's where like a lot of the shit was. So you definitely didn't want to fall off in there. You wanted the cow to make it out of the barn, so you could at least aim for some grass.
Right. So you didn't have to explain to your mom what happened while you were playing crap.
Oh my God, there was we were playing hopscotch or island jumper. So basically, where the poles for the hayloft come down into the barn and go into the feeding area. It'll be like let's just say like 6 to 10 inches of just shit in that area, and but around the poles.
Oh yeah, you don't know what farm life's like until you, yeah.
So around the poles, it gets a little bit more stiff, right? So what we would do is we would jump from pole to pole and try and land on the poop island that was stiff.
Yeah.
There was this one where I missed and my foot went into the poop.
Oh,
So I managed to. I got one foot next to the pole, and I'm now bear hugging the pole because I only have one fucking foot with a shoe on it, and my other shoe fucking got submerged into the poop. Now this is
Oh,
true
yeah.
friendship right here. My buddy jumps over to the pole with me, bends down, gets my shoe out of the poop for me. Yeah.
Gets my poop out of my shoe.
People don't
Yeah.
realize how slippery fresh poop is too. If you don't catch on and you run into it in a field, like if you get in a field and, like, for instance, running from that bowl, you know what I mean? You hit one wet cow patty and you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to. He had the little the little electric cars for kids. Well, he had a Formula One, so it had like the scoop on the bottom, on the front of it, you know, like a regular Formula One race car, but it was a little plastic kid electric car, and the battery was bad on it. So what we would do is we would tie it up behind my motorcycle, and we would drive around the field, and I would get him close to a cow patty, and every time that cow patty would hit the front lip of that Formula One, it would spray the cow patty up.
Oh, no.
like a wind scoop.
No.
It's patty time.
So we would end up
People don't
just
know all
covered.
the fun you had in the country.
Clap your hands.
Oh my goodness. Right?
I'll never forget going into a pig farm for the first time. It was just nasty. All I can say is it's nasty. You go in there and it's just gross. Hundreds and hundreds of pigs all in pens, and they go in there and they scoop all the poop out like little troughs, like little trenches from around a castle. It's just nasty stuff. I avoided it as much as possible. Yeah. And every time my uncle would have you over, right? Well, kids free labor. So it'd be like, oh, the kids are here. Well, let's go take the kids up to the friggin', the pig barns. Like, no.
No, I don't want to go to the goddamn pig farm.
Yeah.
You'll get bacon afterwards. What the fuck?
And then they'd start naming the pigs after you. And then, oh, no, where's DC? Like Doran Corkum, so they called him DC. Where's DC at? The next time you go up, it's like, oh, he went with the slaughter. It's like, okay. All right, thanks.
Where's DC at? This poor plastered on the plate. Here's DC. You see smoke bacon.
He just had it for lunch. Sorry.
He's the pork chop you're eating.
Yeah. Well, he's delicious. So.
Hey, what's going on, Rob? Just say, everyone, Levi, we're living the dream.
Hey.
Sometimes. Some days, Rob. Just got all quiet.
Ever hear a pig scream when they're killing it?
Yes.
Yes.
It sounds like a human.
Yeah. It's
So
pretty freaky.
my mom told, I don't remember this, but my mom always told a story that I was so young I couldn't even speak yet. And she said I came running in the house because my dad was taking the pigs to slaughter. He was shocking them to get them in the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and yeah, it was like that's apparently that's the sound that I came into the house doing, like pig, ee.
It's pretty freaky.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Chickens. Like
Yeah.
we don't realize when you your chicken breast at the store what happens sometimes. But when we used to want chicken for dinner, like my uncle would literally grab, and again, it's pretty inhumane. I don't know if he would do it these days. He grabs the chickens by the neck, swings them around like this by the head, and throws them, and their head comes off. And then there's the body running around. As a kid, I was so traumatized. I was so traumatized. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, let me tell you, I couldn't eat it. I couldn't eat when they saw some slaughtered right in front of me.
Oh,
I couldn't.
yeah.
My stomach used to turn. I
Oh,
was like, I can't. The smell of there's alive. You know what I'm saying? It's dead and alive at the same time.
That's why.
Well,
Yeah. That's why if you ever had like a end of the world thing, like it's so interesting how the world gets flipped on its head because you have to survive all of a sudden. You can't be as picky. But
I actually enjoyed it because, like, going back to that cow chasing story, You had mean cows in the pasture, and so in the summertime when the truck would come in and they would slaughter one cow for the winter, you were happy sometimes to eat that fucker because like that dude chased me and almost got me one time. I'm gonna eat the shit out of him.
My mom had turkeys once, and the guy came over and pecked him, and he said, "I want to have that one for Thanksgiving."
Yeah.
I remember that story about what you just told about how to deal with the chicken. My old colleague used to have a farm next door, and every morning around 4 or 5 a.m. there's a type of birds called a guinea fowl. It's a ground bird, you find it in Africa. Every morning you hear this particular sound. It irritates him the fuck out of him. So he had an idea. He had not only an idea, but a sinister idea. So when the farmer left out to do some ear rats, so he picked one of the guinea fowls who's coming from the fence, grab him by the neck, keep on twisting and turning, the neck were broke. Took him to his house, rip it to shreds, and cook him. And I asked him, and what was it taste like? Is it delicious? He said, of course, it's delicious.
You've done that before.
So wrong.
You can twist the neck off. It's delicious.
You simply grab him that neck and keep on turning like.
Isn't that bird animation? They got the idea for Daffy. I think it has the same beak, almost like.
Yep. It's similar to a duck.
Yeah, but it has like a big old owl body.
Big fluffy. And then he explained,
like a penguin.
Not only has annoying from the guinea fowl, there's also a goat. I said, a goat? What's wrong with a goat? The reason why is that sometimes some of these goats enter his yard and munch all the plants and all the bushes, especially the flowers, and that pissed them off. So once the farmer left out the building, he stuck up, grabbed some sort of a Jim Bowie knife or a kitchen knife, grabbed the goat and go mad, mad.
No. So wrong.
I know. So he ended up butchered up the goat and cooked him.
And you wonder why they go to the wrong. Yeah. There's just some people are a little more savage, shall we say, than others. I had a friend, Chris Coyle, and I stopped hanging out with him because he was so savage. We rode on a golf course once, and I forget why we were there, but there was a pond right next to the golf course, like normally, and he went and took a frog and shoved it into the golf hole and then stabbed it with a pole through. So the next person who was golfing, they had their ball in the hole, and it'd be like this squashed dead frog all over. Weird stuff. Weird.
Tough luck to Kermit.
Damn.
Yeah. Surprise.
I had a friend growing up that I had an infatuation with stray cats, and he would grab the cats by the tails and swing them around and shit like the Thor's hammer and let them go. And it would be in fascination with it. And he said, no matter how high you throw them.
Oh man, yeah. See, I gotta now. You guys
would
make me
stop
check
during the conversation.
Yeah.
Like, wait, is that a stray cat?
Yeah. His eyes just light right up.
For Asgard, man.
For Asgard. It's a great cat name.
That was insane. One time we held him down. We saw a cat. No, don't do it, man. Don't do it, yo. He almost bit us.
My God.
I gotta do it. man, yo, he loved it, yo. He had a challenge with himself. Sometimes he wanted to beat his own record. That was nuts.
God dang.
Yeah, he said they're not on their feet all the time. Don't worry about it.
But they're not stray cats. Someone owns that one. Put it down.
Well, hey guys, it's been 3.5 hours.
Yeah, man. At least
I'm
we
ready
had
to wrap it
fun.
up.
That's what this painting took.
Yes,
That's pretty
it's
good.
beautiful too.
Yeah, for 3 hours. Damn.
I love the purple in there.
Right.
Purple or violet or
Yeah.
yeah.
Like a
Just
washed
the
out.
texturing.
Oh,
And that white
shoot.
spot, like, just
Grey Wolf said this.
Hmm. Okay.
Say that one.
rabbit turds on
Uh-huh.
it. Oh no. Yuck.
Oh, no.
No.
Sentiment at Smart Pills. No.
Oh.
See what's wrong with? See, we need to find all these people who did this. Is that guy now a pharmaceutical person? You know what I mean? Dispensing stuff.
God
Wow.
damn.
Smart pills. That's terrible, Grey Wolf. Oh my goodness.
Everyone probably knows one person who was like this, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That is some funny shit.
Yeah.
Right? Alrighty.
Damn. Well, Edwin, we got you up, man. Should we go around the room and where can people find you?
Artex Tattoo Gothics. My name is Edwin Badillo. Facebook puts my name first, so it's Edwin Badillo, Artex Tattoo Gothics. On and everything else is the same Artex. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok.
Very cool, very cool.
Cool.
And Mr. Doran the Bold.
Hello. It's go time, is it? All right. So yeah, you can find me at whitefirecomics.com, but you can also go to Kickstarter right now and check out and search for Raquel and hopefully support the Kickstarter that's going on right for another 2 weeks, I think it is. Other than that, I'm everywhere else at Whitefire Comics.
Very cool. Very cool, very cool. Let's see here. And you can find me Saturday through Tuesday hanging out with Pops on the Madness Entertainment Group. You can go to themeg.tv for all schedule and listings. The rest of the time, you can find me on the Zitters at Levi Skeen or Three Stroke Studios on Pilled, Instagram, Rumble. Go give my comic book a follow, galaxymemorialpark.com, or you can follow it on Twitter at GMP Comic Book. And Mr. Pops Van Zant. Pops, what's going on the rest of the day? You gonna have a halftime show or not, Pops? You're muted.
Oh, maybe he's AFK. He ran away.
Maybe.
Pops?
He got over the fence. Who didn't close the gate?
He's out. He's running too. All right, so I'm on the meg.tv right now. Let's see the rest of the day. Where are we at? We're on Sunday. Let's see, there is no show offs today with Dave. That's why we went long today. And let's see, we got the 3 Beer Men at 7 p.m. Eastern and Silverline Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, Pops, anything you want to add? No? You're still muted, Pops. Okay.
Pops?
We're going to end it without you, bud.
Yeah.
Q. Do your thing,
Alrighty.
man.
You could always find us here in the Madness Comic Network on all the platforms you could think of. Peace. So long, everybody.
Laters, everybody. How about a little
Gators.
hang on, Pops?
Pops?
Did he just hop in a second ago?
I heard something. Yeah.
So did I. All right. Laters, everybody. How about a little President Trump?
Oh no.
See you guys later.
Little president in his sandbox play, build a tower, make it stay. Digging deep through the golden sand, building the future with your hands. Tiny suits and shiny shoes, making plans and making news. Friends all gather to join along, in the sandbox they all belong. Little president from that play, every day a brand new day. Learning, growing your own way, in the great big sandbox that is the USA. The USA. Share your dreams with everyone, sandbox fun under the sun. Big ideas taking flight, with Little Trump everything's bright. Dig a moat, build a wall, in the sandbox he stands so tall. Dreamer dream, builder build, Little Trump your heart's fulfilled. Little President Trump that play, every day a brand new day. Learning, growing your own way, in the great big sandbox that is the USA. Hooray, hooray, for the USA.
Tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Hey! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave